ocean versus the lighter, sweaty areas, the shallows.
I'm wetter than Otter's pocket.
He comes in here. He came in earlier just to set the table up, Chris, and he was back within like 15 minutes. Normally, Joe will just be here for an hour and a half, set the table up. I was like, all right, man, it's so hot in there.
Well, what
I can't be in there.
Fourth t-shirt of an hour and a half before we were ringing it
This
out.
t-shirt was clean. It was actually out of the washing machine, and I've left it in my car all day to dry off.
Yeah. Should have just wore a vest.
That's what he does. Is he brings 3 t-shirts with him, rotates them. One goes in the car, and the back seat's to dry. Once it's dry, it goes back on.
I'll wash them in a river. Hello.
Good evening.
Welcome to the stream. I wouldn't wear a vest for you people at home because you don't need that in your lives. Life is hard enough.
I want a Joe Vest stream now. I want that in my
We
life.
could do it.
I look like every dad from like the 1980s British film in a just power stomach moobs vest.
Untapped power.
Yeah.
Raw. Just raw
That's me.
untapped power.
That's me.
I mean,
Untapped power. And to show off my raw untapped power, it's game 2 of Tyranid Delight. Like Sunny Delight, but with Tyranids.
Yeah.
And tonight, I'm going to be running the Crusher Stampede.
Well, if it is,
Crusher Stampede.
Versus Imperial Guard with Chris. He's back. Welcome.
Thank you.
He is in the vest. A thicker one. Less nip
Well,
slip
I couldn't
tonight.
actually find my Liam Dempsey vest. Kelly had packed it away somewhere.
You
Tidying up. She does a lot of my admin for me at the
does
moment.
she just wear it to bed? Is that what she does?
No, because that wouldn't be safe for her or me.
I mean that it's quite thin, that vest, isn't it? You really toy with people's emotions when you wear that vest.
I mean, I think this one's cut more because
Yeah.
it's the t-shirt that I literally cut the sleeves off on the Liam Dempsey one.
Yeah.
Because we are the only channel with Liam Dempsey vests.
Yeah. Facts.
Slash.
Yeah. I'd had the problem where I wouldn't be able to fit my arms through the hole. It's too big. Like and subscribe.
It's like the sausage factory.
Liam is obviously on deck tonight, and we are doing the Leviathan pack of cards. And again, I have to caveat, it's warm as balls in here, so I'm already sweating. I don't know if you
I'm
do sweat.
reasonably
Do you have the
moist.
capacity to sweat?
I haven't moisturised as much tonight, so the thickness
Yeah.
is a lot less. But I'm in a bad place.
All right then. So
The downstairs
it's going to be
mix-up
warm.
is
Liam
going
has
on.
promised us ice creams when we get to.
I went and bought more ice creams. You were with me.
I know. But are we getting when we get to 100 new members or 70?
No,
You caved at like 70.
No, he said you're allowed a glass of water when we get to it.
Yeah.
As you say, it's hot as balls tonight. So about halfway through the stream, I'm just going to go get you an ice cream. I don't care what
We'll
chat
just do a
does.
picnic. We'll just do a picnic.
Chat will be generous anyway.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what chat do. I'm going to still get you an ice cream.
Obviously, I'll go through the sponsors very quickly. So first of all, Siege Studios paint models, paint good models for. I was going to say good price, but it's a really expensive price. But you get what you pay for. You know, it's really good. They did our 1,000 Suns, which Paddy used last Tuesday.
Yeah, so 2 days ago.
2 days ago.
So far, so long.
So good.
It's been 30 degrees twice since then.
Yeah. And then they're just great. Exclamation mark Siege, link in the description below. Go over there, throw money at them, and they'll send you nice stuff. Obviously, request what you want. Don't just give money because they won't give it back. But,
I keep toying with their idea of the custom model. Actually,
I really want to
because
do that.
I'm really lazy when it comes to doing a conversion. My conversion's gone as far as Ursula Creed's head coming off and a backpack going on and a man's head going on because I did just assume her gender. But they will do it for me, and I could be like, "Oh, I want this based on the artwork."
Yeah, I absolutely love converting my own models. I think if I sent them a model and it came back better than anything I could ever do, because it would be better than anything I could ever do. That would really upset me.
It'd probably have more colour on it than just black blue.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
Anyway, you can also buy models from Element Games. Exclamation mark Element or follow the link in the description below. If you follow that link, it puts a cookie in the browser, and when you buy something from them, which you inevitably will because we all love this hobby and we all love plastic crack, we get a little kickback. And that's just a great way of supporting the channel.
And on top of that, let's not presume we're living under a rock. There's something was released today, and there was a lot of points dropped.
Well, that's all
and we all need to buy some models, so get on Element and buy them quickly before they're out of stock.
before they sell out.
We'll talk about that very quickly. Balance DATASLATE did drop at 2 p.m. 1 p.m. UK time today,
lunchtime,
as well as the new points in the Minotaur and Film Manual. Both Joe and Chris's list are built with new points, and we will be using the Balance DATASLATE in all of our content from now on. Same as in 9th edition. Even if we run a narrative, we will use the Balance DATASLATE because it's just easier for us to remember one set of rules.
Yeah.
And we can talk about it through the night as well. If you've got big questions about Balanced Data Slate, that's what big colourful postcards are for.
Yeah, so tonight, obviously, it's Tyranid week, so I'm running the Tyranids. I know I've seen some people that said, where are the Leagues of Jotan? I think
Next week.
Tuesday,
Yeah.
I'll run them.
Especially after today. They should make an appearance.
They should. I said what we should do to judge Games Workshop capacity to balance the game.
Because this is going to start beading down his head in a second and
So
dripping.
Hang on, I've got a backup baseball cap here. See?
Oh, hey, you put both in red now.
What?
And we've even got the label.
Don't tell me about the label, Chris. He didn't own a hat until Tuesday.
Oh, I'm not gonna. I don't own a hat, but I do have a watermelon-sized head. So
I mean, this is pushing it to the threshold. This one is.
Beanie hats.
Is it like one of those baseball? Oh, that's
I don't want to wear it because I've just seen how damp it's gone.
I left the hat.
It got wet for the front.
Yeah, it's moist. It's moist.
Anyway,
I think I was dry when I was in Belize the other year.
Yeah, so I thought we should do is to really judge Games Workshop's capacity to balance stuff within the new balanced data slate. I said on Tuesday we should do Leagues of Jotan versus Eldar, top versus the bottom.
Yeah. I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
Yeah?
I think that's what we should do.
Okay.
And I've said it now, has to happen.
Okay.
And then I don't care what Brom's done. Brom would have scheduled it, wouldn't he? He's the master.
I'll have a look at the schedule.
He's master and commander. He's built the front of a large boat.
Brom did say
house.
once, fuck the Fanes. And you now say, fuck the Brom.
He's a project manager, right? So
He is.
Ignore what he says anyway.
Yeah. He project manages teeth. Because dentist.
Let's not go down that route.
Where are we going?
We've done some sponsors.
We've done sponsors.
You've done sponsors.
Data
Joe.
slate.
We mentioned a little bit of Data Slate, and we can talk about
Points.
that more
Such a
throughout.
professional
Crusher
show.
Stampede.
Versus
Hot.
Guard,
Ice cream.
Canna Monster.
Cold monster.
Yeah, I'll get mine out in a minute.
No, yours is there. I've got it out for you already.
Look at that.
Let's put it in my
Service with a
pants.
smile. Is that why it's wet?
So yeah, mission?
Looks like that. You have Scorched Earth as your primary mission, Joe.
Yeah.
So from the second battle round onwards, basically you can do an action if you are in control of an objective, but it completes at the start of your next command phase. You have to stay within 1 inch of that objective. You can't start the action and then end up moving off the objective, whatever. So it says very simply, you can do an action until the end of that turn that user's not eligible to shoot. At the start of the control player's next command phase, if it is within 1 inch of an objective marker that player whose turn it is control, so you have to still control it, you then count as having burned that objective that's removed from the battlefield, okay? When it's removed from the battlefield, at the end of the game, each of you will score 5 victory points for each objective you successfully burned. So I assume the guard will be torching it so the Tyranids can't consume it, and the Tyranids actually managed to consume it. That's a narrative.
Yeah, because I wasn't listening properly. Did you say no man's land only?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Additionally,
that's a little bit of an issue, though.
second, third, fourth battle rounds, and fifth to a point. You get 5 victory points for each objective marker you control, up to maximum of 10.
Oh.
So hold 1, hold 2, and burn them. Okay. The mission rules selected at random because Joe makes us redraw if it's wordy. Is Chilling Rain, so there's no additional mission rules. And our deployment is Crucible of Battle.
If the mission rule card, bring that picture back up. If the mission rule card in the middle looks like the primary mission card, I throw it across the room.
If the text goes below the skull or anywhere near the bottom of the skull,
Yeah.
he just gets rid of it.
Because I can't read.
Yeah. Despite the fact I'm the one reading it out.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, that's big, isn't it? That's a big.
Each
Well,
player.
recently it has been that mission. That's we're going to kick the objective 6 inches any direction one, along with another mission objective. As you said, you're just smashed with 2 fields of massive text.
Yeah.
That nobody can really be bothered.
Oh, it's like the
Everything
move
should just be priority targets and Chilling Rain.
move objectives, put objectives down, plant bombs, fly a plane, go to the moon. Just
This is what we talked
Keep it
about last
simple.
night, Joe, on
Yeah.
stream. We're going to do more narrative missions going forward on Tuesdays.
Yeah.
But you and I have to have a meeting about that next week first. Anyway, that's your mission. You've also got a deck of secondary cards somewhere over your shoulder. Unless either of you go and fix, which we typically don't do on the channel, you'll draw 2 a turn every turn. Unless you already have 1, then you draw 1.
Yeah.
You draw up to 2 a turn every turn. And you try and achieve those. You can discard them at the end of the turn to score or to gain yourself additional command points if you haven't already gained one by any other means this particular battle round. And you can discard once per game for a single CP for a stratagem called New Orders. And then you can redraw at that particular point. You've got 40 points available in your secondary, 50 on your primary, 10 for being painted, 100 available each. That's your mission.
I love it.
Just going to point out, I just wanted to have a quick look at Joe's cards for a game of shuffle.
Yeah.
You've definitely tailored the first 3.
No, I
100%.
no.
What does Joe's Army
I
wanna
always
do? Joe's
shuffle it
Army
before
wants
I
to go
draw.
fast and forwards. So why is everything involved going fast and forwards?
I
in your
hope.
first
I hope when
4
you shuffle
cards?
this.
Well, I'm going to have a look.
I hope when you shuffle this, and then I shuffle it, and then you cut it, and then the first 2 cards the exact
You
same.
can shuffle again now because I've just did a little
So
shuffle.
talking about Joe's Army going fast and forwards, it looks from the brand new Tyranid Codex. So what do we say? We have to legally say.
Thank you, Games Workshop, for flying us with this beautiful codex and
Free of
beautiful
charge
models,
to
free
review.
of charge
To review.
and look at and rub parts of my body on.
Luckily, it's coded in plastic.
It is.
We have to do that, the whole thing. We actually have to legally do the whole thing,
Yeah.
plus the hashtag ad.
Thank you,
thing,
Games
because-
Workshop. Love you long time.
So they did, in fact, supply us with the new Tyranid models and the codex for us to review. We're not paid for the review, but they did give us this stuff to review for them.
Did, just to rub salt into wound, because this is actually something that we've spoken about even in the chat. Did you get more than one set of any model?
Not this time. I didn't ask for them.
Okay.
I didn't ask
Oh,
them.
Joe wasn't a greedy little boy.
No, I did think about asking for more gene stealers for him, but he only just got everything painted. To be fair, and that's because he had a week off.
Oh, he had a
lazy
week
as
off,
fuck.
didn't he? The
Yeah.
selfish bastard.
Yeah.
A week of hell.
Chat's already been
Imagine
after
though. Imagine if camping was this week rather than last week.
I would
I mean, you'd still be sweating.
I would have hated it. I think I
What
would
would you
have.
prefer though? Wet and cold, or hot and bothered? Chat. Get that.
I would have. I think what I probably would have done. I probably would have done a day and a half, or the first day, burnt the tent down.
I mean, either way, you would have been heavily moist.
Yeah.
Either
It would have been. It should have been a
dog would have
massive.
struggled, though.
Yeah.
The dog would have been.
Yeah.
bad.
Poor old Tamsin. But the lols. No, I think I would just come home. I would come home. Yeah. Camping's the worst.
Yeah.
Next time, caravan, going up in the world. My whole week.
What's after a caravan?
A
Suppose
room
one of
in a
those trailer
building.
Park home things, isn't it?
Static.
Yeah,
Probably,
static,
yeah.
Well, thank you, Chris.
What's that?
You gave me my poll.
Yeah.
What do you prefer? Wet and cold, hot and bothered, wet and hot, cold and bothered. That's the poll. Anywho, Joe, talking about wanting to go fast and hard. New Tyranids, Crusher Stampede.
Yeah.
What have you got, Joe?
11 models is what I've got. I have got the new Norn Emissary. I have got a Swarm Lord, who is the Warlord, and he has got 3 little Tyrant Guard with him. I've got a Flyrant. I have got 2 Morlocks, 2 Tyranofexes, and 1 Schooner, also known as a Barbed Hydrogel.
You say it properly, please.
Schooner! And that's it. That's my army. Because I was like, you got to commit, ain't you? Really?
Yeah.
Skull.
What's Crusher Stampede do?
Basically, you get it's like rampaging beast ability. If my unit is below starting strength, apart from the Swarm Lord unit, everyone has a single model. So if you do a wound to me, I get +1 to wound
That's one to hit.
or +1 to hit.
Yep.
Yes.
Which one? Because are you going to be cheating throughout this?
Yeah.
Is it +1 to hit or a +1 to wound?
Both. Whatever's more convenient at the
Plus
time.
one to hit if he's taken a wound.
+1 to hit.
Okay.
Right. If I'm below starting strength,
Yeah, which
so
is
if I am
single
1
one,
wound
yeah.
under half,
What about these days? Because they look like more than one, or are they literally?
that's as a unit. Oh, he's fallen over. There's 4 of them.
sweaty.
So if you, oh no,
A tree.
Oh, Joe.
right. Anyway, right. So there's 4 models in it. There's 4 models in the unit. If you kill 1 Tyrant Guard,
Yeah.
then the unit gets +1 to hit.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
If you then, because you got to get me below starting strength, if you kill all 3, because if you kill 2, that's still half.
Done. Yeah.
Right? So if you kill all the Tyrant Guard, right, the Swarm Lord gets no bonus. Because he goes to them being a single model.
Yeah.
So then you have to do a wound to him, and then I get +1 to hit.
Oh, right.
And once you do more than half wounds to him, then he gets +1 to wound.
Okay.
It's a bit of a shit one if you're a unit. However, if he had 6 Tyrant
But if you're running
Guards,
stamp,
yeah, you just go solo
you're
model.
not looking for units, are you?
No.
Oh, some powerful tongue action there, mate.
Yeah.
Joe is a lucky man. Although he did shimmy off yesterday and didn't come around.
Did he not come around yesterday?
Said he was going. He didn't.
Busy parenting.
And trying to pound said giant monsters into dust is the Astra Militarum.
We have indeed. So I had left my Lord Solar at home. He had a little photo shoot last night with some slates, and I forgot to pack him. So we have Bearsicle Man today.
Is he riding a bearsicle?
He's riding a bearsicle because he's freezing, but everyone else is in kind of green camo.
Yeah.
It's an interesting approach. But he is acting as my Lord Taylor. We've then got Uric Creed, because it's not a woman anymore. I've got a platoon command squad with 2 flamers in it, Vox and a medic. I then have a engine seer. And I also have Gaunt's Ghosts over there somewhere. Followed up with 1 squad of Krieg with a sniper and a flamer, 2 squads of Cadian shock troops, both with a melter and I want to say a plasma, I can't actually remember, whatever's most convenient for me, Joe? And they are all loaded into 3 chimeras. You're just going, well, you only just listed 2 squads. Where's the other one? I've got Bulgrin in another chimera.
Yeah.
I then have 2 basilisks, 2 demolisher Russes, and I have a Rogel Dawn.
You do? A Rogel Josh.
Just to round out the points, my Scout Sentinels. 3 of them.
I like it.
Very pretty.
Like it. Very nice.
So we did a little bit of a mixed match, and that's, DataSlate today saw a lot of the points drop for everything. So I think 100% Russes are back on the menu.
Yeah.
And I was going to just field
Russ has taken a big
20 points, but it has made them more. Yeah, 20 points off.
For
For the most
a lot,
part.
isn't it?
So a Demolisher Russ was 220, it's now 200. Tank Commander took a massive hit, he's gone down to 205, so he's taken like a 35-ish point drop, I think it was. Which, for a guy that only has an ability that activates once he dies, but he is given orders, Tank Commander and Lord Solar are the only things that are ordering squadron vehicles. It does make a big difference. Favourite tank, Rogel Dawn, he's taken a 15-point dive. He's got 25. He's gone from 285 down to 260. So I'm very keen to get 2 or 3 of them in the list with an Engine Seer giving them that 4-up invulnerable save.
Love it.
But I was going to field all the tanks against you, but it would have been 11 models against 11 models, and I would have been doing a lot of strength 14, D3.
Well, I've got 2 guns that.
3 plus D6 shooting. So I might have picked up a model a turn, and that might not have been very.
It'll be alright. We would have shown off stuff.
Scout Sentinels went up 10 points. They went from 50 to 60.
I think that's expected.
Armoured Sentinels stay the same, and I still think they're a bargain
I think that
for what they do.
Scout Sentinels are just really efficient.
Chimeras came down 15. All the infantry, bar Krieg, came down 5. Bulgrin came down. Manticore went up, though.
You do mostly just get more models now for Guard.
Yeah.
Nice.
So if you follow that affiliate link on them.
Yeah.
Cool.
Get up some stuff.
Right. Most important dice roll of the game, Joe.
Hoo-yah!
Joe has rolled
a 4.
Chris rolled a 3.
Oh.
It's Tyranids turn 1.
Well, I've got 3 units redeploy.
Oh, go on then.
So I'm running away.
Yeah. So Chris can redeploy, and whilst he's redeploying...
Can't move that. So 1 and 2. So that's the Engine Seer and the Rogel Dawn. I'm just going to fall back a little bit. I'll move that Chimera forward a little bit.
The first card
What is it, Joe?
is Area Denial.
Can you do that turn 1? Joe's reading chat, that's why it's quiet.
It's gone quiet.
If there's, yeah, you can.
What is
At the
Area
end of
Denial, Joe?
At the end of your turn, if one or more units from your army, excluding battle structure units, are wholly within 6 inches of the centre of the battlefield, and there are no enemy units wholly within 6 inches of the centre of the battlefield, this secondary mission is achieved, and you score 5
Okay, well, you've got to kill my Scout Sentinels then.
Oh. If at the end of your turn there are one or more enemy units wholly within 6 inches of the centre
wholly within, yeah, I'm not wholly within.
To the battlefield, and there are no enemy units within 3 inches of the battlefield, I get 3 instead of 5. And then Assassinate. Kill a character.
Kill a character.
Pre-game moved, and I did my redeploys.
It's moist up here.
You keep it, yeah, it's just from the can, mate. So you're keeping both those cards, Jojo, yeah?
Yeah!
So you both gained a CP, both up to 1 of the finest command points.
Boom.
Boom.
And then I'm going to do some stuff.
And things.
I'm going to choose the middle objective for the Norn Emissary.
And what does that do? Because I've not played Tyranids.
So when the Norn Emissary, he at the start of the game, I pick either one of 2 things. Either I pick an objective on the table. When I'm on that objective, he becomes OC 15, and he gets a 5+ feel no pain whilst he's holding that objective. His other option is I pick a unit, and he gets full re-rolls to hit it.
Okay.
But you've got lots of smaller units, and I don't think you're going to let me get next to the Rogue and Josh.
I mean, I don't want you to, but you might.
I currently feel like the OC15 Feel No Pain is the auto take out of those 2 right now.
Yeah, if you've got multiples, I think you can then...
Has he got an invulnerable and stuff, has he?
Yeah, he's got 2 up, 4 up.
Oh, lovely. So yeah, you just throw them in the middle and say, do something about it.
And then the mole, and then that's it. I think I gain a CP because I got a
Swarm Lord on the table.
Swarm Lorden.
So you actually gain 2.
And then I do some movement and stuff and junk.
Right, so you can do some movement. I've got to jump in chat because it's been busy. Here's Horus says, Horus everywhere is Horus thanks for the 2. Wait, no, Jotan. No, it's Tyranid release week. As per usual, on release week of a new codex, all the content covers that new codex. But Jotan will probably almost definitely return on Tuesday. So fear not. Kianon, thank you for the 10 gifted memberships. You're an absolute hero. Nordos, thank you for the 1 gifted. Adrian, thank you for the 2 gifted memberships. You're a hero. Chaotic Penny, thank you for the 2. Joe's clearly not as invested in the look as Chris. Ha 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 ha! Get it, Joe?
I do.
We can make more of your t-shirts vests. We just need.
I reckon at one point tonight you can just rip one of those sleeves off.
What, in a wanna?
Yeah. Iaston, thank you for the 5. Which is stronger, Joe's salt levels or Chris's passive-aggressive strength? Let's find out together.
I don't know what it means.
I don't know.
Especially because I haven't been having shit time at work recently, so I'm definitely not going to snap at anyone in WhatsApp or in the garage, am I?
Well, I mean,
I'm just putting the stream on my phone because I currently don't have a membership.
Oh,
so by joining it, I might be able to get it gifted. So if you could all.
Well, Rimney's already gifted 5.
Yeah, so I'm just going to join it. I'm
you
just
can
going
get
to
one
leave
of
it there. I think you need to put a comment in as well, don't you?
You can also vote on the poll as well. Thank you so much, Hobby Collab, for the 5. More vests, please.
The people are speaking.
The people want it. I can go and get you one of my smaller ones upstairs because that would be fucking hilarious.
From when Liam used to shop at Child Gap.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't the vest I was shopping for, but you know.
These are also lovely, and I'm hoping Liam still has my ones.
I have.
They're in a
2
drawer.
packs saved in my office for you.
And we're doing purple next, aren't
And
we?
do you know what that goes nicely for? An army I've heavily invested in.
Well done.
I've got more in my car for you as well.
Chris just wrote 3
Right, so
membership.
let me explain. Do you want to do anything game-wise first, or can I go on a quick rant?
Go on a little
Right,
rant.
So a lot of people and a lot of the community probably already aware I have an issue when it comes to plastic crack. I do get the itch and I buy a lot. I've only been collecting since COVID, and I've only been playing since my friend George and ultimately you, Joe, taught me to play 40k. So it's taken me 3 or 4 years to find how I want to play. So in this time I've gone up to about 12 armies.
Yeah.
So when I came back from being away with work back in May, sat down, had a look. I was like,
Oh my god!
how many armies have I got? I've got about 9 at this point. I'm now down to 3.5.
3.5.
Chris, just look in the chat. You turn your phone off now, save your battery. Mr. Svenholio gifted 1. Chris got the membership.
Excellent news. Thank you very much. And so I have finally managed to get down. So Paddy obviously did a lot of painting for me while I was away. He got my guard army to sort of 4,000 points. I've then come back and at the past 2 GTs I've taken guard, he's actually only painted about 30% of the armies I've ran because I'm a meta chaser and I like also Sentinels, they're cheap and cool. And then I have got my Death Guard army, big wow with the DATASLATE
They're
for them.
now,
And then I sold my Chaos Knights for a nice little profit because apparently War Dogs are really hard to get hold of at the moment, and I had about 13 of them. And I went balls deep in World Eaters.
I love it. I'm a fan. I'm a massive fan.
And this was only after I went quite deep into Orcs. The issue I've got is the Orcs range was quite big. And I do, want to play competitive. And so I was like, oh, well, I want this to do the Orcs. But then Orcs are really good at that. And there's loads of model range, so I keep buying loads of models. Whereas now, Guard are my big model range. I've got loads of Guard. Death Guard, I already have.
Yeah.
I've had to add 1 model.
Yeah.
After the DATASLATE today. And then World Eaters, again, small model range, nips. And then next year, when I move for work and I'm quite busy for a year, I'm going to do Thousand Suns, small model range. I can spend a bit of time building and painting. And then I'll just stick to small model ranges because I do love playing Guard, but I do just want to go and yeet something up the board and punch someone in the face.
Yes, Chris. Talking about yeeting things at the board, Joe, punching them in the face.
Yeah.
Tyranids.
I'm going to laser you in the face with mind bullets. Zorp. I'm going to shoot these little scout duties.
Okay.
2 shots.
I will spend my CP and pop smoke.
Oh.
-1. And then I get benefit of cover.
Right. So I'm using Neurolance. What? So I hit you on 2s.
Is that with the minus? It doesn't matter.
No, I hit you once. It is strength 12.
1 freeze, please.
Strength is 7. Mm-hmm. I rolled a 6. It is -3.
So let's make that -2 because I've got benefit cover. So I'm looking for a 5.
How many damage was it, Joe?
D6.
Oh, okay. Not bad, is it? It's good.
Then the big dog. Schooner. He's going to shoot them.
Okay.
So it's 2d6 plus 6 shots.
Ain't scared.
So 6.
Don't get the -1. Is that passive aggressive enough for chat, or is that?
Just lean into it, Chris. Play into your role. What chat don't realise is Chris is one of the nicest people you'll ever know.
No, that's not true.
He just likes
Hitting on 3s. Hitting on 4s now.
Good. Do you get rerolls or anything?
No.
When you go get the ice cream run, you're going to have to get some like kitchen roll or something.
For him, I ran out.
I don't know what else we can use to absorb.
Are you sure you're not toughness 6?
I'm positive on toughness.
Positive. 5s. 2.
Armored Sentinels are toughness 8 with a 2-up save.
Oh,
Scout Sentinels are
you
3-up
sure?
save with a toughness 7.
Are you sure?
Positive. I have cards around here somewhere.
Are you saying you've been cheating at events, Joe?
I only cheat at events to actually downplay myself when I spend an entire day using Hunter Killers of Strength 12 rather than Strength 14.
Yeah. We've all been there, Chris, don't you?
Toughness 7, yeah.
3-up save.
I was wrong.
It's as if I know my rules for a change.
2.
And I actually don't really need cards too much.
2 saves. -2.
Can you teach the rest of the team that?
-2.
Yeah.
That's -1. So
Why is that? Why are you getting cover?
Pop smoke, didn't I?
Smoke's just -1 to it.
With the benefit of cover.
Are you sure?
Read the stratagem.
No.
1 goes through. Oh, yeah.
2 damage.
Yes, I am cheating.
Right then.
He's down to 5 wins.
In that case, big dog over there, he's going to shoot you.
He can do what he wants.
In on 3s.
I'm not scared.
In on 4s.
Where's
1 hit.
Chris,
Strength 14.
Sorry, mate, what mic are you on, bud?
Now it's a 2. I roll 1.
I'm on mic 3.
Perfect.
CP reroll. It's a wound.
Chat, I could be you're a bit quiet, so just punch you up a bit, mate.
Oh, shouting and everything.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just where it is.
-4.
Okay, so I'm looking for a 6. How many? Just the 1.
Just the 1.
It's a 5. Goes through.
Have the benefit of cover. I've been a player.
Joe, I told you, I've run my guard now at 2 GTs with loads of practice.
Chris,
I know my rules.
What'd you roll?
I rolled a 5. It come through. I told you.
Oh, 2d6 damage.
No, it's only 1d6 damage.
Why?
I said so.
That's 11 damage.
Yeah, but it's only 1 shot, isn't it?
We have the Joe Bron paradox here. On the
Cool.
channel,
So
Chris.
does it blow up?
We have the Joe Bron paradox here on the channel, where they only read really what they want to see.
Well, no, because I made it worse for myself. Because I've always done it as minus, just as old school smoke, which is minus.
It is exactly how I used to do smokescreen.
Yeah.
Before I actually read the stratagem, because it's in the core rulebook, and I didn't have a fancy card. I was just
I bought
-1, and then I read it. It's the same way as the Gaunt's Ghost stuff and all that. Like I played an entire GT, playing the rules wrong to my own disadvantage. That then meant I went from being 7th at one event to being 5th at the next event, purely by actually knowing my rules a bit better.
That guy's going to shoot him now.
Which guy?
This guy. Both miss. If you could hurt me a bit, and then I get +1 to hit.
Well, maybe I'm just not going to actually hurt you at all game.
You're just not going to target
I'm
me
just
at
going
all.
to try and tame the beasts.
No, I'm done now.
You know.
Okay. Is that it?
I get area denial. I am in denial. I get 5.
You're wholly within 6 inches of the centre.
Yeah.
Don't get assassinate.
No.
Keeping discarding.
I might keep assassinate.
Okay.
Bimble in.
So at the end of your turn, because the Gaunt's Ghosts are not in engagement range, they get picked up.
Yeah.
And in my next movement phase, so they're not in deep strike, they're not in reserves, they can go anywhere on the board that's 9 inches from enemy models.
Oh, that's
So
cool.
they can do this on turn 1.
Oh.
Facts.
So Chris, you go up to 1 CP.
No, I got up to 2 because I have Lord Solar.
Beautiful. Joe, you're on 3 now, sir.
I know, I used the CP.
What on?
I did a CP reroll
You did a
on the
reroll.
wound.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
I missed that. So you're on 2 as well, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for your honesty.
A tempting target, you say?
But I bring it down,
Oh.
which is useful. So what would be your tempting of the targets?
That one.
Oh, the OC 15 from my main, right? Funny that.
Okay. Cool. Command phase is orders, I guess. Is it orders in command phase?
Yeah, so, well, we do Battle Shock, etc., which I've actually got none of, and then I'll go to orders. So, yeah. So, I'm going to do Joseph.
Yeah.
Lord Solar will issue Rogal Dawn, take aim, and both Demolishers take aim.
aim.
And then the Engine Seer will give the Rogal Dawn a 4-up invulnerable save till my next command phase. And then the Regiment dude in here with his Power of Ox will give take aim to these. Sentinels, because they are regiment keyword, and he will give the benefit of cover, not that I think you can actually do anything to them, but I just need to use the order, to the Krieg Squad. Well, his little bundle of joy.
All they should do is just get rid of orders and just give everyone +1 ballistic skill.
The good thing is, Tyranids has come out, and you've got your detachment for Stampede Crusher or whatever, which surely means we're going to get like a tank squadron detachment.
Yeah, there has to be.
Chris.
Like,
there has to,
and then that means that the other, I think, 8 Russes I've got in that container can come out and have a real good time.
I reckon there'll be an all infantry one, an all tank one, an all artillery one.
One of the cool things about the Tyranid Codex coming out is people are now really like, well, this is what I'd like to see in my Codex, which is great because I'm hearing some really cool ideas from people for detachments. But also, like, when those detachments actually come out, people are like, oh, that's not what I wanted.
Do you think a deep strike?
No.
So, we do thank Mr. Sven Holy for that gifted membership where he sniped Chris. Thank you, Adrian, for another gifted as well. You are a hero. Thank you, Schooner, for 5 gifted members. What a legend. James Hobbs, thank you for the poo. Schooner then says, how does Side Boob Chris and Jotan feel on the new points change? Because I need to spend like an extra £200 on Robtan to get to 2k to be able to use them. So I guess he's seen quite a point. Look at that, that's cosy. I guess he's seen quite the points deduction for his Votan, and now he's no longer at 2,000 points.
Well, that was the problem we had at the start of 10th edition. So we invested. My list is 2 Carls, Hammerman, 18 Thunderkin, 20 Hearthguard, 2 units of Berserks, there's 2 Sagittars.
Yeah. Well, we were lucky, Schooner, because we already had an inkling. We had some intuition that the Votan points were going down, and so we have a lot more Votan because we bought more Thunderkin with an F for Joe.
Yeah.
And some more Hearthguard.
Yeah.
So I actually think on the whole, a lot of the points balancing that's come out today, a lot of what I've seen, I mostly agree with.
Yeah.
There's a couple of things I'm a bit... so Death Guards are quite a lot of points drops, right?
Yeah.
The Death Guard should never be a Horde army, narratively speaking. Okay, so they also saw a rules change, which is good. They've definitely got more play now. So I think the points, such an aggressive points change and such an aggressive set of rules changes so soon is positive from GW. Hey, we're invested in this game. We realise we haven't quite got it right. We've tried to fix it. For reference, my stream title tomorrow night for 40k After Dark is going to be things that lasted longer than the core 10th edition rulebook because it's already all changed.
I bought when I went camping. I bought the White Dwarf from my local shop that had the reference sheet in it with all the stratagems on it.
Yeah, it's
the core.
Okay. Yeah, so that's the stream tomorrow night. It's going to be these are the things that lasted longer than 10th edition's core rulebook. Anyway,
was it the 7th edition Imperial Knight Codex?
Well, this is still I still think it's positive though that they made such massive changes.
I agree.
And although the points changes do mean that some people now have to spend more money because one of the things they did say to us when they were doing the launch of 10th, if they tried to make it so people didn't have to spend a lot of money on new models and could still run an army, people that then do spend lots of money on new models are probably doing it to do a bit of Chris special, bit meta chasing.
But
if you did go out there and buy 3 Wraith Knights, well then quite frankly you deserve what came to you.
Yeah.
I was quite restrained with chasing Sentinels with Astra Militarum because I have only got 3 Scout.
Yeah.
I have got 6 armoured.
But to be honest though, Sentinels are cool as shit. As someone who owns 9,
I do have a Manticore and a Basilisk, my thirds of each one, sitting in a box because as Liam just said, you could be honest with yourself. In reality, you knew something was going to go again with indirect. When they were 135, 115 or 25, where it was for the Manticore before they just jumped up to 150, or the other way around, I think it's 135. Anyway, it's still too good to be true, but then with the drop down in price of tanks, most guard players have a lot of tanks, so we just start putting Russes back on the table. And Tank Commander having that reduction.
There should be more Lehman Russes on the table than there were, because God, and
then even Kaskrin, they went down 20 points as well.
Because they're toilet.
Yeah. But now, for 100 points...
Did Scions go down as well?
No, the Scions didn't get touched at all.
Interesting.
Oh, no, sorry. Actually, I think Scion Infantry did.
Because Scions and Kassakin are the same points.
No, they weren't.
They were.
No,
there was
120.
It was 60 for 5,
60 for 5,
and then 120. Whereas Kassakin couldn't deep strike or be useful.
But then Scions were nice little. You took a couple and you could just pop them. Gaunt's Ghosts went down 15. a big one, the Calidus Assassin that I do run normally, that went down in points.
But
then with the change to the stratagems and how you're increasing the price of stratagems, the utility's kind of gone down a little bit. But again, for guard, she gives me a bit of mobility. I've got 2 units can be picked up and moved and dropped on me to do engage.
I want a Ghost Army now. I'm on the 5th, 6th book now. I'm going through all of them again. So,
What, God's Ghost?
Yeah.
Do you know what I started listening to today that I have never actually read or listened to before? Devastation of Baal.
It's a great book. It's a great book.
Anyway.
Devastation of Baal is better if you listen to the Dante book first, but Devastation of Baal is bloody good.
So in terms of the point changes, Gina, I get that it can cost people money and that's a bad thing, but I like the fact they're trying to balance it and people get to play with more toys. Finally, Ochigdor, thank you for the 10. Liam missed last night's stream, but rewatching it reminded me of the 5th edition game Orcs vs Imperial Guard, where the Orc had 1 model left and won by taking the objective off the table. What a great game. I miss those old missions, Jay.
They were. I'm going to go through all my old books at home and see what missions I've got.
Do you actually have the books, or is this just the stolen audio books?
I know what are
you talking
I don't
about?
know, sorry.
What are you? We were talking about raw Codex and raw. Are you talking about? Are you
talking about your stolen audio books? Yeah.
No, I got
Yeah,
more.
where you steal credits and stuff from Amazon.
Oh, there was a great time on Audible where you could listen to a book and then just refund the credit and then get another one. I had one.
Are you better than that now? Are you supporting our?
I'm better than that in the fact that I haven't been able to do it for the last year and a half. So, but
I'm better, not by choice.
Yeah, but Games Workshop's done this really great thing, whereas a credit on Audible is $8.99 now. So Games Workshop, all their books at the moment $7.99. So you're more likely to buy it outright than you are to do the token. So, fun fact for everyone.
Anyway, thank you so much for the 10. You guys are all heroes. Thank you for all the gifted memberships. Again, heroes. One and all. 15, 20. I have to do this manually.
Shall I roll some dice while we talk?
Yeah.
25 members, Joe. 25% of the way there.
Oh.
So, Chimera, firing in to... I just want to fire into the Northern Emissary. I don't really like him. So, first thing that's going in is going to be Hunter Killer. So, hitting on a 4, unless you've got any minuses or nonsense. You don't? Okay, so hitting on a 4, misses.
No.
So now I've got 2 D6 Flamers for a big 7. Go on, what are you going to say?
I've got nothing, mate.
Okay. Auto hit and shrink 5, toughness.
Toughness, I believe it's toughness 11.
Okay,
hang on, it might be more. It might be less.
I'm just going to roll some dice. I mean, ultimately, it's probably going to be 6s.
I found it. He is toughness 11. I was correct.
Okay, so I needed 6s, so there's just the 1 at -1.
Just the one, actually.
Oh, throwing dice on the floor.
I rolled a 6.
He rolls a 6. And then little stubber hits. So he moved, so that's not an auto hit. Auto wound, rather. And that's going to be nada from the stubber.
Nada.
And then from inside, I've got the plasma. Hits. Doesn't wound. And then I've got the melter. Doesn't hit. And then we're going to do the exact same with the other Chimera. Except, what's the toughness of the big boy?
The big boy?
The big shooty boy, in fact.
He's toughness.
He's out of 12, so I'm going back into the Norn anyway. Don't worry about it. Hunter Killer. Misses. So both Chimeras have used their Hunter Killers. I've only got 1 more Hunter Killer and a Chimera.
He's toughness 12.
I'll then do Stubbers. All the hits. And none of the wounds. I will then do 2 D6 shots of Flamers. That's just 3, actually.
Just the 3, actually.
6s again. So 2 at -1.
Freeze! That is cocked, aren't we?
Plasma. Hits. Oh, doesn't wound. And Melter.
Melter.
Does wound.
Oh, a 4. That's a 5.
Oh yeah, because you got.
I've got invulnerable.
Invulnerable. The 2 Scout Sentinels. So the Scout Sentinels, they're going to scout the. Ooh. So that's like a little cheeky blob of stuff, isn't it?
Yeah.
So they're going to only scout 18 inches for the basilisks.
Mm.
Cool. What's his toughness? Warlock.
7 or 8.
You still have on the table, Joe, did you?
Yeah. I thought his army's so big, it'd be all over the shop.
Yeah, I do know, because I've got a friend that plays Tyranids, and I know Morlocks can drop the 3-inch. I've fallen foul to that when he dropped me a Morlock within 3 inches of a Basilisk.
You can't.
You sure? I'm sure they've got an ability that allows them to deep strike closer than the 9. I'm sure they can deep strike within 3.
What's that?
Warlocks.
I think that's Trigons, isn't it?
Pretty sure it's Warlocks, mate.
Warlocks can come within 3, can't they?
No. Warlock's toughness 10. A Trigon, I'm pretty sure.
Well, he's got the one. He's got the one that can do the 3-inch nonsense. One of them has.
Within 3 inches horizontally.
No, he does Trigons. I read Morlock wrong. Anyway, so
they do look similar.
They're going to scalp the Morlock, and they are going to shoot this one.
Oh,
because I'm already fed up with trying to shoot in the one emissary. So they've got auto cannons. So they didn't move. So that's an auto wound.
Toughness 12.
Well, that's an auto wound.
I won't say because you're running to boot now, aren't you?
Yeah, I've already forgotten what that was. Strength 9, so that one misses. So just that one at -1.
Fine.
Cool. And then the 2 Killers both miss. Killer's gone. And then next up,
Joe, I'm going to send you an army list. You
Ooh.
can't say anything because it's live. All right.
Stubbers from Chimera. I'll just send them into Big Boy again.
This is what I'm going to try and make for the Hellstorm tournament, Joe.
All right then.
2 auto wounds with no minus.
Shoot.
No, ignore that. Because he moved. And they miss. See? There's the honesty there, Joe.
Yeah.
Hunter Killer from that to the big boy in the middle.
That guy.
Yeah. No, it's in.
His friend.
He's Big Boy. Right, so that's that. So we'll get the basilisks over with, I suppose. So
Why do you always stand on the end?
because I like to look.
See that side boob?
So
We should get you some little pasties.
Hunter Killer from that one all the way
Pastry.
up the range
Yeah.
to that big boy. Misses. No.
There's 3
hits.
shots.
No, it's Hunter Killer and it hits
Yeah.
because he's got take
Heavy.
aim
Yeah. Strength.
is 12.
Toughness.
Is it? Or is
12.
it 14?
14. We've had this conversation.
So 3.
Wounds.
Minus.
Lots. It's minus lots. It's -3.
I roll a 6.
Yeah, well there you go. But I better read it. I'm sure it's -3. I always say one lower than I think it is.
-2 to get cover because trees and shit.
To get cover. Hunter Killer. I was right. It is -3. So I do know my rules sometimes. Right, and then it's shots D6 +3. Sorry, this is all going into him because he's scouted.
5.
Died.
I am looking for 2s.
2s?
Yep. And
You did a paddy.
however, you get to re-roll once because he's scouted.
He didn't do a paddy, Joe.
That's an auto wound. Strength 8. Irrelevant. 2. At -2 down to -1.
Well, that's fail. That's a pass.
Yeah.
Damage?
2 damage.
2 damage?
Yeah. Mana cause is 3. Basilisk is 2. However, his movement's now reduced. Oh no. He needs infantry keyword, I think. For the reduction of movement.
Is it infantry? I thought it was everything, mate.
No, I think excluding monsters and vehicles.
Oh, okay, cool.
Within the 8 army.
I'll trust you. You know your rules better than Joe does.
So, Basilisk number 2 is going to do big gun into the bad boy.
Big gun,
And
big gun.
he will again send it up range. Hunter Killer up range to big boy that's not standing upright. So Hunter Killer first of all. Hits. Does not wound.
Oh.
Hunter Killer gun. D6 +3 shots.
Oh.
Lovely.
Escapade. How the hell are Basilisk hit on 2s? Welcome to Guard Indirect.
Yeah.
The most accurate thing in the Imperium.
Looking for 6s. Hitting on 2s. Rerolling 1s. No other rerolls. What was his toughness again?
10? 11?
Are you making no? It was not. It was not that high.
Morlock. Toughness 10.
Fucking Joseph. 4
Pew, pew, pew.
at -1.
4s.
2 damage.
2.
So 4 more.
It's down to 8.
You don't want to wait. Now I move on to. I'm walking around the edge, and Joe's going to shout at me again, beat me with his slippery wet flipper.
It is wet.
I'll do the Demolisher Russes first, and I'll wait for the grand bombardment of the Rogel towards the end. So Demolishers. So the first Demolisher that's got really nice line of sight to everything, he's going to fire. So that one is going to fire everything into that one.
Yeah.
So what we're going to ask is, I've not run Demolishers recently, so I'm going to get my phone.
Aren't they 24-inch range?
Well, yeah, I know it's in range because I did all my pre-measurements, Joe. Oh. But what
there was a time when you couldn't pre-measure.
Imagine
that.
I liked that.
Yeah.
I like mortars used to be guess range. Remember that?
Yeah.
And basilisks were guess range weaponry.
And if you messed it up, it was you couldn't shoot if you didn't have the range to get to it.
But what you could do with a basilisk or a mortar is you'd guess your range, place your template down, and then roll your scatter dice, and you could scatter onto the target.
Yeah.
Fucking love that.
So we'll start from the top, Demolisher.
Which is kind of like how artillery actually works.
So Demolisher can hit on 201s.
Yeah. Now a basilisk can shoot the hairs off a gnat's penis from a mile away.
True story.
Yeah.
Hitting on the freeze.
Oh.
That's quite awful, isn't it? Strength 14, so freeze, I assume.
Yeah.
So just the one at -3.
That.
Yep, lovely. And then the heavy bolters. It's only strength 5 there, this one.
Oh, sixes.
And, and Hunter Killer, looking for a 3. It's just on a 3.
Oh. A 3. -3. So a 5. Oh.
D6 damage.
Oh. Oh.
All right, the kisser.
14 down to 8.
That's a big 8. So.
I could.
Oh, and the
I
last
could.
cannon, sorry. I've got the last cannon
Hang on.
as well. Go on.
I could make it damage 0.
Okay, well, you're about to have a last cannon go through for D6 +1, hopefully. So you take that.
Damage 0, yeah, why not?
Okay.
Be that guy. No, it was per battle ability on the Tyranids now.
Okay.
Strength 12. Toughness. That's a wound. From a last cannon.
Tyranids.
Yep.
His toughness 14 million.
No, you're making things up. His toughness 11.
His toughness 12 at Tyranids.
Okay, well, it's still wounds.
Yeah. Just saying.
So -3, please.
That.
Suspicious. Cool.
I'll check. I will check.
Of what?
He has got 2 up save. I'm pretty sure he does. I can read sometimes.
I don't think he. I think he does. I think.
I'm having one of those moments where I spent 2 up save. I spent days reading its rules, and then I get here, and then.
Cool. That Demolisher is going to fire everything into the dawn. Not the dawn. I'm not being very successful with my my shooting there. A lot of it's whiffed. So D6 +3. Yeah.
You said it, didn't you? You said it out loud, that's why.
Yeah. It's going to be freeze. There you go. 3 at minus lots.
Oh!
So each one's D6 damage. So
On my big boy?
No, on your norm.
Oh, hang on, what's the minus?
-3.
Oh, yeah, they both go through.
Yeah. So first one is 3 damage.
Yeah. And the next one?
And then the next one is 3 damage. So 6 feel no pains, I do believe.
5s. Oh! He takes 6. He's down to 10.
Lovely. 1, 2, 3. Heavy bolters. Yeet. His toughness.
11.
Last cannon. Doesn't load. Oh. I'm going to re-roll it. Can't spend CP, please, Liam.
He's big dogging it. That's a wound.
Good wound.
4 up.
-3. Yeah. Hunter Killer. Oh, misses.
These hunter killers are not.
No, that is now all my Hunter Killers.
Yeah.
Every single Hunter Killer's fired.
Just
I think
spuffed.
only 1 injured.
Yeah.
I can't even remember.
No, you did flat 6. Oh, that was on him, didn't you?
Was it Hunter Killer? I can't remember. Right, and the Rogel Dawn now is gonna give it the big beans. Oh, there's a puppy.
Out.
Oh, it's come in. Now it's out again. Sometimes when I stay here, we have spoons.
Sometimes, not all the time.
And then
You see the weird dog babies that come out, Chris? It's not for the family
I
guy.
was going to say it's a family guy. Right, Joseph. Correct. So the Rogel Dawn.
yeah.
Because he's got some little guns and he's got some big guns. Okay, so he's going to put everything he possibly can,
Yeah.
range-wise, yeah, everything he possibly can into the Norn. I want it dead.
Well.
I don't like it. I don't like what you've done with the place. So first of all, coaxial water cannon. That's definitely a miss. However, that is definitely a hit because you've got take aimed. Hits on a 3, take aim, +1.
Not bad, because normally they hit on 4s, don't they, all the other stuff?
This is just a coaxial autogun. This is like a little piddly gun.
Oh.
This is only strength 9. So 5s and 6s. What's going on with this tonight? There's a lot of...
It's either the box has grown or the thing is... Or the box has shrunk or the box... The
Use your words, Joe.
Matt.
Think it through.
Be brave.
Matt has enlarged.
I need to replace it, but we're going to move in the new studio. I'm going to have a whole new dice tray.
Yeah.
A whole new table. A whole new world.
Whole new world.
There it is.
And
Chris didn't let me down.
Heavy stabber is... You're in rapid fire range, Joe.
What's this of?
This is off my heavy stabbers.
Your heavy stepper.
Well, I'm just looking for the 6s. Auto wins.
Yeah, that's true. True.
Ooh, no, they're not auto wins because he moved.
Oh. You're still looking for 6s on the other side, though, aren't you?
Yeah.
What's this hitting on? 2s now or whatever?
Like 1s, maybe? 3s.
2s or whatever. Tyler Chapman, thank you for the gifted membership. Puts us on 26. Do the percentage, Joe.
26, isn't it?
Yeah, 26. Well done, mate. 26%.
That's all my fingers and toes.
Have you been doing lessons with Luce, have you?
No. No, I am.
Just the one, Joe. No way, think.
Just count beans.
Just the beans with the target. All right then, Joe.
It's like in a... Have you seen Rango? Rango? About the lizard? There's a lizard called Beans. It's like... Is that why it's called Beans? Dad likes beans. Called Beans because Dad likes beans.
You what?
Fun
What's Rango?
Rango, yeah.
What is it?
Django.
No, not Django. Rango is about a lizard who basically he's in a car. They're going.
Is this loosely based on you, or is this?
Yeah, and then the lizard falls out of the car, and then it becomes basically like a Wild West film where he joins.
So is the lizard a pet prior to?
Yeah. It's a pet lizard, and then he meets like other desert-based animals. And it's basically, and then it becomes like a Clint Eastwood Wild West film.
I don't know how I feel about all of this.
Well, I don't know if that was actually interesting, but Chaotic Failure gifted 5. Keep talking, Joe. Thank you so much for the 5, man. You're a hero. Puts us on 31.
We know what they've come for.
Yeah, the Django.
Django, yeah. Great film.
Django.
Johnny Depp as a lizard.
Keep rolling.
And it's got Danny Trejo as an armadillo.
Toughness 11, wasn't it? Or 12?
Yeah.
11. Okay, so freeze. So 4, please, Joseph. At -2.
4s. Oh!
3 damage apiece.
3 damage apiece?
Yep.
Oh. Where's my tape measure? I'll use yours.
That is actually yours because mine's here.
How I CP? I've CP rerolled already. I'm going to use a free CP reroll.
Is it?
Oh no, I can't because it's not a battle tactic.
Yeah, buddy.
So I can't re-roll it for free, can I? Anymore? No.
No, I don't.
Are we sure?
Is it a battle tactic?
Let's have a look.
So when it comes to be clear, this is part of the Balance DATASLATE change today, chat. If you have an ability that affects or modifies the cost of a stratagem, whether that be a Vex type ability or change it to 0 or use it for free, you cannot do that anymore unless it is a battle tactic stratagem or if the ability you have specifically calls out a specific stratagem. So, for example, Jane Zar lets you heroically intervene for free with Banshees. She can still do that because it specifically says a heroic intervention strategy.
And that is a core strategic ploy stratagem.
Yes, and the Knight, the Knight Lancer, for example, lets you tank shock for 0 CP.
Yeah.
You can still do that because it says specifically tank shock.
Hexmart, dude, pistol Necron.
He can Overwatch.
He's Overwatch for freezies.
So you can do that.
A command reroll is a core battle tactic stratagem.
So you can use that one for free.
Yeah.
There you go, look at that.
Which is interesting, actually, because then the Canada Assassin still has play because you then just elect command reroll for the rest of the game.
All that for a 1 anyway, great.
Yes, but we got to talk about the new DATASLATE improvements as of today. So 3 damage apiece. Oh, God, yeah, forgot about this bit.
5s. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 off of 12 leaves 8. So that means he's got 2 wounds left.
Cool. Well, lucky I've got D6 shots still to go in on him.
For fuck's sake.
Give it some. The Rogal Dawn, yet again, overperforms and does everything for me.
Maybe you should run 3 of them.
D6 shots.
That's what we want.
Sad noises. But it does hit.
Nice.
And I need a 5 or a 6. Very sad noises from Christopher.
So you mean you get to keep the new model, Joe?
However, I do have 1 CP.
Oh,
yeah. There is a tank shock that can happen.
Yeah?
It can go down range. It can happen.
Yeah.
I could do it. I mean, it'd be ridiculous for me to do so, but I think I'm out of shooting now, somehow. Do you know what I didn't do? My las gun arrays from my chimeras when they shot everything into the Northern Hemisphere.
Do it now, I suppose.
Good answer, Joe. Because you know why? Because they're 6 shots, flat.
And then it becomes another 6.
However, it becomes another 6.
Yeah. Are you coming to this RTT next weekend?
Which one's
Down
that?
in Poole.
No.
In tournament.
No.
I'm going to a tournament, a 1-day RTT.
I cannot justify doing an RTT, the following weekend doing an RTT, the following weekend going to London GT.
I think you can.
I can't.
You could be like, I'm an adult, I'll do it at once,
No,
and then pimp slap.
Because I do not.
His voice would be several octaves higher afterwards.
Actually drop kicks him across town.
My dog may not be looked after correctly after that situation.
How would it be incorrectly? Like, will it start wearing like a top hat?
Oh, she does.
And
She
a
wears a lot of
waistcoat.
outfits anyway. She's quite a tolerant German Shepherd.
Yeah.
Our Rosie, as you know.
Yeah, yeah.
Apart from when she's jumping at you.
I don't mind that so much.
The button, it worked. Okay.
It worked.
What you do?
The button didn't work. I pressed the button for the camera 3 times, and it worked.
But at least the cameras are on and working.
Yeah, we're almost past turn 1 as well.
Yeah. How many frames you getting?
3 at no AP. Joe.
Oh, 3 at no AP. Don't do it. I've used all my CP re-rolls.
The humble las gun does not achieve.
That was the most nervous time
So
of my
at
life.
the last GT, my Krieg sniper killed Magnus, and
Good.
my opponent had the choice of re-rolling it,
Yeah.
and he was like, "You know what? I'm not even going to bother. I'm not even angry. Like,
Yeah.
the sniper can have it." So he very kindly brought me a little Thousand Suns head the next day.
Good.
Thank you, Mr. Lomax, if you are watching by any chance. That now, Joseph, is the end of my turn because I've shot my load.
You're not
in
going to
more
tank
ways
shock?
than one. So I'm not going to lie to you. What I want to do here,
I won't lie to you.
I've got 1 CP left. I'm about to gain 1 CP coming
Yeah.
into your turn because I won't gain 1 even if I get rid of a card. It gives me to 2 CP. 2 CP allows me to do reinforcements on Scout Sentinels. If you destroy them,
What if I ignore them?
then I've just collected a little bit of CP to do a bit of over
Scatter
expenditure on my
a
next
bit
turn. Yeah. You know, throw a command reroll out here and there. Yeah. So I am going to call it the end of my turn. I didn't achieve bring it down, and I didn't achieve tempting target.
0 points.
Yeah. It's because I just couldn't kill.
You're going to keep them or get rid of them?
I'm going to get rid of a tempting target, but I'll keep bring it down because
Okay.
I will get bring it down.
Don't get the free CP because you've already gained 1 from Lord Polar.
Bring it down.
Okay.
Okay.
Which means at the end of our round 1 chats, 10 points to Astra Militarum, to 15 points to Tyranids.
Whoop, whoop.
You both get CP. Joe, I've got you on 3.
I gained 2 CP.
3, 4,
I
5,
get you on 4.
Yeah.
It's on 2.
9. The fact that 9 hunter killers did nothing is quite sad.
It's very sad.
So-
Talking about blowing your load though,
I do it often.
Star Pilot 94, gifted 50.
He definitely did a big blow.
Is this Star Pilot previously known as Toilet Dice? Previously known
No,
as...
it's not Toilet Dice.
This is a new
This is
band.
a new member of the family, Joe.
A new psychotic person. We love you.
A new member of the family.
Yeah.
Putting us on 81 new members for the
You are
stream.
the estranged
So,
uncle with the
80
wandering hands.
Roughly 80 members in the first turn. There's 5 turns. Do the maths.
80.
It's 400, Joe. It's not hard maths. Oh, for fuck's sake. I'm sorry, chat. I should have asked.
I've got Assassinate,
You still got Assassinate,
Yeah.
Joe?
You do indeed.
What
and
else
then
was there?
I've got Investigate Signals.
Move into the corner of the board with
Oh,
all your monsters and do an action. You've got
Spend-
4 CP.
Send the CP, and we will get
Did you not do that on the first one?
Extend Battle Limes.
Hold your home objective and 1 in no man's land.
You didn't discard on the first game?
No.
No.
I'll let you off. Because
Yeah,
that's something I
beautiful.
forgot, was that is a one-time use little bad boy.
So
do you know
good.
what else is now one-time use? Insane Bravery.
Do you have any command stuff to do?
You've got some...
Oh yeah,
back
he's
shots
got to do a thingy, my bib. 3 dice.
Synaptic nonsense.
He's all right.
There was
On
literally
a
no point
14.
rolling it, is there?
What I could do is I could do the jobby in the warp, unleash the brain.
The jobby in the warp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brain town you. All your units have got to do a
battle shock, haven't they?
battle shock test.
Can't you do that in either player's command phase though?
Yeah.
So aren't you better doing it in his command phase before he fucking?
What if he decides?
Because then I'll auto pass my battle shock anyway, won't I? In my command phase.
No, you can only do it in your battle shock step.
No, but I mean because nothing. If he does it now, come my command phase, because nothing would be. Well, I'm not saying nothing, but the majority wouldn't be below starting strength, half strength. They wouldn't actually be battle shocked anymore, would they?
Yeah, but
so I wouldn't need to
if
do
I
a battle
kill,
shock test for them.
For instance, if you fail with the Sentinels, then you wouldn't be able to do 2 CP come back then, would you?
That's true.
That's true.
That's true.
Yeah. Yeah, that's like them beans.
Don't really mind.
Right. So yeah, I'm going to do it.
You're going to do it?
Yeah.
So whip it out.
Right, so we've got to start rolling loads of fucking dice.
These guys.
They're fine.
Of course they are. Go on, innit?
Right.
That's really brave.
I'm going to start here and work this way so we can do it. So
Don't even
Chimera
roll.
fails. No, yeah, fails. Chimera's battle shocked. Rogue Dawn passes. Basilisk fails.
Joe, you
Have got
marking
any
these?
do red dice. Red dice mean bad news.
Bad things.
No, because Joe keeps rolling 6s on those. He likes those.
Yeah.
Engine passes. Demolisher fails. Red dice. Chimera passes. Demolisher fails.
But what does it mean?
Sentinels
No OC and no stratagem.
Fail.
Oh.
Kill it!
Kill it! And there's no point in saying bravery because then I've only got 1 CP left and I can't
You can't
do
say
stratagem
bravery.
anyway.
It's not your battle shock phase. It's the only time you can
I'll let
use
your
it.
thing. Chimera at the back. Passes. The big blob of people.
Passes.
Basilisk.
Ooh, that's a lot of fail this
That's
time
a lot.
round, isn't it?
I'm starting to feel that these white dice are not good dice.
I'm starting to feel like they're actually quite useful.
It's alright, Chris, you've got red ones in the office. You'll be
Can
fine.
you
hold-
go get them on the ice cream?
I hold 3 objectives, Liam.
You hold 3, we only get 10.
Good.
It caps at 10, Jojo. So I will put your primary on 10 of the finest.
This makes me very sad. I'm just going to frickin' Overwatch to death then.
The other thing with Insane Bravery now, by the way, someone in chat pointed this out, but we were briefed on this, Joe, is you now have to choose to Insane Bravery that's now once per battle before you roll.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes.
Ooh-wee.
So it's once per battle and before you roll.
What are you doing here, John?
Coming at you like Cleopatra.
In the meantime, so we did say a big thank you to Star Pilot and Celtic Failure for the gifted. Massive thank you, Star Pilot. Now a member of the family, what a hero. Big Bad Peter Gaming, thank you for the 5. Need advice on what to expand my Imperial Guard. Currently have 2 KD Stands box sets and a Wyvern. So that's 40 Cadians.
He's got all the infantry.
Yeah, 2 sets of 2 big heavy weapons teams.
Yeah.
The field batteries. What else is in there? Like 2 command squads.
He's got 2 Sentinels.
2 Sentinels.
There's 1 Sentinel in each box.
And he's got and a Wyvern.
And a Wyvern. The first thing I'd go... I mean, we've got to talk budget here. We're talking, are you disposable income, big boy bucks, or are you, slow and steady because you either go full Chris Owen mode or you don't? From the KD stand boxes, I'd just go start getting tanks. I'd go start getting armour. Rogue Dawn go down to 260 with an engine seer, giving it that 4-up invulnerable. Lovely. And it's, they're easily magnetised. So
Big points chunk as well for 1 model.
Yeah. Chimeras, just get armour. Those infantry need to be in stuff to protect them.
I still think Lord Solar is an auto taken regardless right now.
For the 2 CP.
If you pull Lord Solar and he could order everything, I still think a couple of Basilisks are auto takes at the moment for me as well.
Yeah. I think Manacles are kind of dropped off a little bit, being at 150.
Yeah.
But you can Basilisk still got game. If we're talking on a little bit of a budget, I'd go get Lord Solar and a Rogel, and if you can then stretch it, either make an engine seer or buy the engine seer. Because that's a good chunk of your time of painting and building, being realistic, unless you're using an airbrush and you can whack it all out.
Yeah, that's cool.
I am 1 CP in Overwatch, and Joseph. Do it.
Mr. Dave B, thank you for the 2. Will Chris say how he made Castellan and give a close-up? I'm sure I can get a photo off of him at some point.
Yeah.
But wasn't it just a head swap?
Castellan. Oh, on my Creedy. Head swap, and I threw a little backpack on. There was no great shakes.
You've got to take his lunch with him.
Yeah. I'll get some photos for you, Dave. Leave us thinking of the two. It'll be nice to meet Chris in person at LGT.
Come say hello.
Yeah.
And then when I look very confused at you of who are you and how do you know my name, just remind me of this conversation. I'll create a safe word by the end of today. We can poll a safe word.
Bananas.
Laz, array first, Joe.
Is he doing this with the Chimera?
Yeah, because he's got 2 heavy flamers.
Oh. See what we did there.
So there's 1 at no AP.
He's all right.
He's all right. And then this is Stubbers. Fail. Plasma. Yes. Melter. Yes. And then just give me 2 of your dice. 2d6 flamers. Look at that! Look at that. Right, give me your dice. Come here, you.
Right, put your white dice in the corner then, if we're going over to the red ones.
So all hits, but I am looking for 6s because it is only straight 5.
You are.
Oh, they betrayed me.
Yeah.
They knew they had a new master.
They know.
Yeah. You can
Back they come.
Yeah, obviously my
Good job.
red die. So I did give up on the July GT. My dice rolling was that bad on the Saturday.
Yeah.
I casted those dice away for the Sunday, and I brought the Dempsey dice out for a bit. And then at the GT I just played, I had to make a point of rolling the same dice numerous times because there was a lot of 6s. And I was just like, I am not toilet dice. We are fine. Like, here, you can even use them. And there was a joke because there was 2 brothers that were playing that weekend.
Yeah.
And the first brother who played me on the first day and lost with his 1,000 Suns. There was 6s everywhere. And he made a joke as he walked past. And then for the first 2 rounds against Chaos Knights, I don't think I saw above a 3. Oh. Which was kind of like how the start of this game went.
I'm going to shoot you with a lance,
You're not gonna do
a
anything.
melter thing now. And because I've got 2 wounds left, I get to +1 to hit and +1 to wound. Okay. So I'm going to shoot your Chimera with the bull grins in. Right. I hit you on 2s.
I'm not doing anything.
I hit you on 2s.
Yeah, but you'll probably be -1 by now.
But,
right?
but yeah, I could do the
I'll go to
-1.
3s, don't I?
Because you're less than 5 wounds.
Yes.
So you do have a better penalty, don't you?
Yeah.
Well, I didn't spend it, so.
Is that right? I'm sure.
Yeah, but you can't get double -1, can you? So I go to 3s back to 2s. Can you then do another -1?
No, if it says -1 to hit, then
Yeah.
you can't stack it. I can't remember what the rule is, but
Either way, I haven't done it, so
Alright.
they're both hit.
Strength 14, toughness
9.
9. So it would be 3s. I get +1 to wound
because Crusher Stampede.
because Crusher Stampede. 2s.
1s.
Great. They are minus a number.
1's definitely gone through.
I think it's -3 on the Norn.
If it is, then they've both gone through.
-3.
Cool, they've both gone through.
It's Melter 2 Lance. No, Melter 2 D6. So D6. That's 6.
Cool.
And that's 4. That's 10 damage.
Cool, I've got 1 wound left.
You think about CP reroll now, aren't you? I can see it in your face, Joe.
CP reroll. Fuck!
7, yeah?
Serves your greed right.
4 left. Just with the balls.
Well, no, it's only you would have 2 left
Yeah, why?
because it was 4 + 2 is 6. 1 + 3
Okay.
is
9.
9.
You've done 9 damage, Joe. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Glad I'm
Someone's
paying
paying attention.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just the 2, actually. But
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah. The Swarm Lord's just going to vomit on you, I think.
The Swarm Lord I'm not going to swear.
6 + 3. Fine.
Does he hit on that?
He's just
Is this his what?
it's a flamer. So it's
What's he going into?
the Chimera.
The Winded Chimera?
Yeah.
What range is it?
18.
Are you lying to me? Because you don't know your rules. Has he got an 18-inch flamer, a 12-inch flamer, a 6-inch flamer?
Oh, I don't know. I just make up as
It
you
makes all
go.
the difference, Joe.
Rory, thank you for the 5. Hope you're all keeping cool in this heat.
Sorry, interrupted.
Liam, what do you think of the World Eaters now? Any standouts? I think finally 8-bound are more viable now their points have dropped, but I haven't actually looked in detail at their points at the moment.
So we were just talking about, because obviously I've gone deep into the World Eater front.
18.
Okay.
Innit?
And the Exalted are now 150, and the normal
For
8
free.
for free, and the normal were 135.
Yeah.
There was points drops even on Angron. There was
Yeah.
a points drop. No, sorry, that's Mortarion had points drops, not Angron. I think Angron did stay the same.
Did they put colours on the changes?
There is, yeah, yeah. There was points drops across the board, which certainly makes it more viable. And just yeeting exactly.
I wish that instead of just doing it red, so all those -1, 2 damage. Instead of making them red, I thought it should be red, green.
Yeah, so down and up.
Yeah.
Damage, sorry.
2 each.
Oh, it goes through.
Yeah.
Does he blow up?
You die now.
He does blow up. That's not good news for the Bullgrin, is it? So
no, the Bullgrin. No, so you roll.
The Bullgrin now do 1s and 2s a mortal wound.
I thought it was just 1s.
Holy shit.
Cool. And then...
The Angron, Chris, is one of the only units really that didn't get a points change.
D3 damage all around. So
Jesus
on your dude. I get to roll it.
No!
It's got 1 move left.
That's a lot of points drops, actually, for World Ears.
It is a whole lot.
That's a lot of points drops.
So that's done. Deadly Demise is 6 inches, isn't it? Cool. Your big boy. For the 1.
For the 1.
My
for the band.
For the 2. What my list looks like now.
Oh God, this is not good, Joe. The amount of dice now they're going to have to... right, so they're battle shocked.
He's down to 13.
How many wound dice have we got knocking around here?
I used the black dice.
You've got black. Oh. Go on. I need a 5 on the Sentinel, please. Thank you.
So keep that colour coordination going, you know.
That Chimera. I'm just going to roll the dice that does the damage, and so that goes down to that was 3. Maths 8. So that dice is no good to me. We have got a numbery one. 8.
One Chimera's exploded in the middle of his line. There's just
Dawn.
A smattering of mortal wounds.
17.
There should be a D20.
I've just used that one on that one, so I'm just going to swap the dice around now.
D20?
What I'll do is I'll put...
Honestly, Joe, the amount of admin you've just made for this stream to watch is ridiculous, and you should be ashamed of yourself.
Well, you should bring a more exciting, less wounded army.
I like his army, it's cool.
I love it. I love Guard.
I'm
going to have a look at the old Valhallans again, I think.
Yeah.
Go through the points. Because
I'm currently Tyranid obsessed. The Codex, I feel like, has given us so much flavour. I have seen a few people in our comments over the course of the last week or so that say there isn't more flavour, it's quite flat. People are fully entitled to their own. No, I mean, Joe, people are entitled to their opinion. If they don't feel like it's got as much flavour as it had before, I get it. But I feel, my personal opinion is, there's lots more narrative flavour now, and I'm not tied into. I'm actually thinking about painting some High Fleet Kraken just for some palette cleansers in the future because it's not tied to anything. It doesn't matter.
I think like the new one, like they've said about like the Marine Codex, it doesn't matter what your army's painted now. Like if you painted your army like me in the colours of Hydra, Hell Hydra, then I couldn't use the Leviathan stuff.
Yeah.
So now it's just better. Oh, there's another D20 there.
He says Tyranids Codex gives me hope for 10th. Yeah, good. I'm glad. I think it should. Genuinely, I think it should.
Have they announced when Space Marines Codex was? No. Obviously, losing the Battle of Ogra.
They've announced it's coming, but they didn't say when. So
they've not done any like sneaky Warhammer community stuff on it yet.
I'm aware of, mate.
Then Big Chunga over there.
Big Chunga Wonga.
He's going to shoot these thick daddies.
What's he shooting them with? Talk to me.
Sentinel. So two shots, strength 14, -4, 2d6 damage.
I will.
Tyranid's got quite a job as well, Joe, to be fair.
How many CPM are on him? Just the one?
Is that what it says on the screen?
I can't. Oh, no.
Like Biovores went up.
Oh, I didn't spend one for you for Overwatch, I don't think.
Biovores went up. Gene Stealers went down.
I'll spend the 1 CP.
Lictors went down.
1 CP.
Lictor?
Smoke.
I do know her. Both hit.
Suspicious.
2s. Both wound. -4.
Down to -3.
6s.
The first one is 5 damage. The exact amount.
Cool. Does he explode?
Yes.
It's 1 mortal wound every 6 inches.
And then the other guy takes 10 damage. Yeah.
Forgot about that. Cool. So there's the other one blow up. No. So, Joseph.
He takes a mortal wound.
He takes a mortal wound. But the Norn takes a... The Norn could die now, purely because he ran it.
But he gets a 4 up for his mortal wound.
Let's see.
Does he get fought versus all mortals or just psychic mortals?
All mortals.
Well, it doesn't matter. He's
Can I
found it.
CPV roll that?
No.
Yeah, I can.
Feel no pain?
Yeah.
I don't think so. I don't know where the core book is.
Up your bum.
I don't think you can CP core feel no pain saves, but you might be able to.
Don't think you can. I think Joe's making stuff up.
Command reroll. A hit, wound, damage, saving throw, an advanced charge, desperate escape, a hazardous test.
Feel no pains.
No, feel no pains, Joe.
Still a saving throw.
No, it's not the same. Because
it's a damage mitigation roll, it's not a saving throw.
Because the new devastating wounds stops you from making invulnerable saves and armor saves, but you can still take your feel no pains because it's not considered the same.
Well, in that case,
he's dead.
He's dead.
He's dead.
Yeah. I'm going to spend a CP, so he automatically explodes.
Oh, you sure you've got enough CP to do that?
It's 2. I'm going to check to see if it's a battle tactic. Then wouldn't that be fun? Well, I don't really want to use my freebie that now.
I'm trying to find out how many wounds Bulgrin have.
3?
Well, actually,
5?
No.
10?
I've not actually
12?
used my balls before.
37?
There's going to be an interesting
Free.
shift in people's attitudes at events now when they're all checking what. Like, no one ever gave a fuck what a battle tactic or strategic ploy stratagem was. Now everyone cares.
Everyone does. It said if I'm running the Calidus, then guess what? Your command reroll is going to cost you extra for the rest of the game. It's quite simple.
Joe, can you throw me the slider battery when you get a chance? Or it should be
Yeah,
charged.
it is not. It's not one of those. I'm not going to do it because it's only going to affect a.
It's going to affect you mainly, isn't it?
No, because I can't hurt.
Oh, it's not. It's not.
My
Friendly.
other friendly creatures.
I see.
Tyranids washed in their own blood. Okay, now Joe, that was a drop short there.
Off he
Jesus.
goes, off to Devon.
I think if it was chat players, you could have him back.
Then I'll take that with me. Thank you very much.
That's yours.
Then the other guy, this cheeky chap, he's going to shoot with his big gun. Big gun.
Do they tire?
Never.
What's he going to shoot at, Joe? What can he see, Joe? What do your eyes see?
He's going to shoot that basilisk right there. Pok choy!
Well,
Double hit. That's good.
it's a good start.
You wanted that on the fucking
Yeah.
Jewel.
Strength 14, toughness, probably
You're on
freeze. Ooh.
Can a command tree roll it?
I can. Everybody can. But I shan't.
You shan't. So just the one at
just 4.
-4 down to -3.
Yeah.
It's going to hit cover. Does go through because they're on a 3 up.
There's 2d6 damage. How many wounds do you have?
11.
11. So a 5 and a 6, or a 6 and a 6. Not a 5
Or a 6 and a 5.
Or 6 and a 5.
Yeah.
But not a 5 and a 5.
No.
Double 6.
I quite like it.
That's a double 1.
Quite like a double one.
Double 1.
Quite like that. That's
Good.
just pleases me in many a way.
It's a lot of build up for no return. Right. Schooner! He's going to shoot that basilisk now.
Is he though?
Yeah. Gonna big dog it. 10 plus 6 shots.
How many is that, Joe?
That's quite a lot. Still counts.
16.
Oh.
Because 5. 5. 10.
That's 3 less than the number of memberships we need to hit the target.
Yeah.
Then you can get ice creams.
Yeah. And then 6. Hitting on 3s.
Why is he hitting on 3s?
Because that's his. No. You might have you stealthed, have you?
No. Just wondering.
Then I'll hit you on 3s then.
I was just wondering why he was.
Because he
hitting
hits on 3s, alright?
I mean, I thought you were Tyranids. You're supposed to want to be about the chompy chomp, not the shooty shoot.
Yeah, but he's chonky chonk. So he brings the chonk.
Toughness 9.
Oh, so 5s. That was not good.
That was really bad, Joe.
2. Minus 2.
-2. -1. Bit of cover. Or no?
Do you get cover from your own tanks?
No, I get cover from the trees. Can't see the whole model.
Minus 2.
Well, I mean, they both go through.
Yeah. 2 damage each.
Cool.
And that's it for my shooting. Good. Charge phase. Mr. Trigon. Om nom.
You mean Morlock?
Same thing.
No, it's not.
Morlock.
We know this because the rules are different.
Yeah. Morlock
Sweaty McSweaterson.
into
What does he need?
a number as determined by these dice. That's 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah, you did.
You're in 8. So
I'm gonna absolutely.
I fucking love Morlocks, Joe, by the way.
they are cool. I painted them for you.
They're one of my favourite units in the
that's
book.
the only reason you paint, Joe, is for Liam. That's literally what you're paid to do.
I wish that was true, Chris, but typically the armies that get new models are the ones that Joe decides he wants to paint.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Basically, Joe goes, oh, I want to play Votan now. Suddenly knows a new Votan turn up.
I was about to say, there was, oh yeah, here they are.
You know, the new Votan that just turned up suddenly.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I offered to paint Imperial Knight Army for you, and you're like, no. And I offered to paint Eldar for you, and you're like, no.
What about Sisters of Battle? Are they still over there?
He's painting them.
Oh, you're now painting. So you've given up, and he's now won.
Yeah. That's how it works.
Yeah, so I get to do an Imperial Knight Army in 6 months' time.
Why 6 months on? That's very specific.
You probably don't actually, because we've already got a Knight Army for Brom.
Yeah. Ugh.
So, because he won't play Ultramarines now that Custodians and Knights are better.
Yeah. What did I say I was doing? These guys are going to charge into that Chimera. That is 12. I like these dice. Available on the merchandise website.
The red currently aren't. I need to put a new order in.
In the future.
In the future. In the near of the future.
Come now, my little chumbers.
My Chimera's in danger, Chris.
Yeah. Joe cries though when I bring net lists.
He does.
And he gets really sad on camera. Everyone notices Joe's sad. So I'm just not allowed to bring them.
Slander.
And then Joe simultaneously in the same record, I don't understand why Chaos are crap with 40 Terminators.
The problem is Joe looks sad when he's happy.
Just my face. I've been told that there is something wrong with my face.
Anywhere else, Joe? Charging anywhere else?
No.
Okay.
No, I shan't.
Sound.
I could challenge your Chimera.
You could.
Or Chimera.
Chimera.
Are you going to?
What are you planning?
Oh, no,
You're going to Overwatch with your
I just need to see if... I think Gaunt's going to fight first.
Do they? That would be exciting. I'm going to charge your Chimera.
With what?
The this long dong.
Oh.
5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. Although that would then take me off the objective. Oh no, he's on the objective.
Remember, you only have to hold 2.
I mean, he won't kill it. Because a Tyrannofex, despite the name, can't fight its way out of a wet paper bag. So can the ghosts fight first?
They can indeed fight first.
Oh yeah. I think you're hard enough. I mean, if this was Commissar Gorn after the fight of Vervenhive, then I would rate his chances.
Such a fucking nerd.
What?
Or Virgin.
Because then he would have.
Sides.
Because then he would have the power sword of Hieronymo Sondar.
Oh, Joe.
Now we've just got a chain sword.
Now I understand why Tamsin pretends to go to work.
Because it's true. Right.
What are you looking for here?
The rules for the Moloch.
What, to see?
Because you're fighting first. Because you get to fight first.
Yeah.
I need to know my defensive stats.
Oh, I see. Well,
versus a bunch of
Well, yeah, that's the annoying
a bunch
bit.
of tiny Irishmen.
Cool. So, first up, Gaunt's chainsword.
Yeah.
5 of them going in, hitting on 2s.
What a lad.
Drop 1.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a big strength 3.
That'd be 6s.
Cool. Well done, Gaunt. And nada.
See, if you had the power sword.
And then next up is 1, 2, and 3. How many people in that squad again?
6.
Isn't it? So,
Well,
1,
5. 5 without.
3.
Yeah.
4.
But isn't Corbeck stronger? I think he's strength 4, isn't he?
No, McCool's Silver Knife is better than the 4 straight Silver Knives.
Yeah. They're all straight silver.
No, they're not. Because one's McCool's.
There are many knives, but this one is mine.
And these are hitting on 3s.
I mean, McCool is a lad. Absolutely lad.
So can you tell me which one's actually which? Because I can tell them by some of their guns.
McCool, Corbeck, Larkin, Bragg, Braun, or the Gorn.
Okay. That was really successful as well. And then finally is the Silver Street Knife, but this is Devastating Wounds with Precision.
It's hot over here.
It's hot here, to be fair.
Hitting on the old 2s.
Yeah.
It must be really fucking hot under those lights.
6s. But you want 6s anyway.
Yeah, I do, but I don't get any of them.
Right.
Cool. That was well worth it.
A Morlock has 16 attacks. Cool. It's cool. Yep.
Did it take any damage there at all?
No.
Kind of wanted to take one, Joe.
Yeah.
Yeah. And again, I mean, do I just pick him up? Don't I pick him up?
16 attacks, hitting on 3s, wounding on 2s.
Yeah, let's see what happens. They could be very dead. I think they're going to be very dead. It's not looking good.
How are you feeling about Crusher Stampede right now, Joe? What's your rolling?
I mean, Crusher Stampede suffers from the same problem as what Votann army-wide rule has. Is you have to take damage to get any effect. And most monsters, once your opponent's got your opponent is going to target down one until it's dead, so it won't really gain the benefits of the army rule.
Yeah,
I would have preferred it if it was like if you charged, you got +1 to hit, kind of thing.
Yeah, okay, I get it.
Or if you're shooting and you're in half range, you get +1 to wound.
What are the other detachment rules?
Oh, you get fallback and charge, which with this army would be way better in the Vanguard one.
That's fallback and charge unless you are a Vanguard organism when you also get advance and charge.
Yeah.
There's one where you can basically regenerate Tyranids like Necrons, but only on only if you've got Harvester units in the model of the unit.
So we've got a bit hoardy.
Yeah, hoardy one.
Hoardy
I actually still rate the Invasion Swarm, the standard army one.
Which one's that?
Which is the one that basically gives you combat doctrines.
Yeah.
So
it's still really good.
You pick at the start of the game, but depending on your opponent, and your army either gets sustained hits, lethal hits,
or precision.
So versus vehicles, you get
lethal hits.
Yeah, so you're just fishing.
Yeah.
Fishing for the extras.
Yeah. So strength 8.
Yeah, beep, beep.
You'll like it. There's another one in there, Joe. I can see it.
-2.
You'll like this from Chris. Joe, thank you for the 2, Chris. McCall might be a lad, but he's no McVenna.
McVenna's pretty badass.
How much damage do they do?
But McVenna, damage 1.
Cool. So there's 1 dead. There's 2 dead. There's 3 dead.
Yeah.
There's 4 dead.
Then Gaunt's got an invent.
There's 5 dead. No, so just the Gaunts are just dead to a pip.
I am. And then I have 1 attack from my distendable jaw.
I thought Gaunt had an invent.
Yeah, Gaunt does, but
I've killed 5
the
exactly.
5 ghosts have now died.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And now it's only Gaunt left.
Out of all of those in the books, only 2 of them are dead currently. So.
Who's dead in the books?
Spoiler
alert.
Spoiler alert from the books from 20 years ago.
Turn down at any moment, and then who's dead?
Corbeck's dead.
How did he die?
I shed a tear at that one. It was very sad.
How did he die?
He got killed by another.
Well, yeah, Joe.
He got killed.
How people.
He got killed by another ghost who turned evil, basically. And he died saving Saint Sabbath. He jumped in away.
Who's that?
She's basically.
I'm asking too many questions for.
She's basically Wings Lady from. It's basically Saint Celestine, but green.
Fuck me, no wonder there's no members of Super Chats.
And
boring.
And the other one is Bragg, who got killed by the same evil guardsman. His head stoved in by an ammo box.
Oh,
yeah.
What, in a fire position, giving it beans on the big autocannon?
Yeah, yeah. It's very sad. We all cried.
So 2 of them died in 1 book.
No, 2 different books. So Bragg died.
How is that story dragged out? Right,
so Distendable Jaw hits on a 3. Good. Right?
Gobbles.
Strength 5. Anti-infantry 4+, which is fine because I wound you on a 3 anyway. But I want that because it's devastating wounds. 3 damage. How many wounds is...
He's got 3 wounds.
Oh.
You just swallowed him!
Yeah.
He
went down and then came back up. Or picked him up, flicked him in the air.
Well, all the guns goes to that. So
he just pretended that he was a grape and threw him.
That's a shame. I actually like the Gaunt's Ghosts.
I really like them.
I love
they
Gaunt's Ghosts.
They do really good work for me during events and stuff.
Yeah.
So what you're saying, Joe, is you just gobbled Chris.
Yeah. Right up.
Gobble, gobble.
It's quite sweaty.
Membership Vindicare, thank you for the gifted membership. What a hero. This is on 82.
Oh!
That must have been all that interesting chat we just had.
Come on, we need 18 more for our screens.
Come to Joe for more interesting Gaunt's Ghost information.
Yeah.
I'm going to do...
You could do your own little podcast thing.
Oh, we're going to have a Joe's Corner in the future.
And we can just make people fall asleep listening to you.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do rampaging monstrosities. I don't need it, actually. Right, Swarm Lord. 5.
What are we doing? Chimera nonsense now, aren't we?
6, 7, 8. How much CP have I got?
None, because you keep spending it.
Well, I got 2. I'm going to spend 1 so I get to re-roll all my hits on that unit. I've hit you all the times. Strength 8, toughness 9.
Toughness 9. So
5s. But twin linked, because he's got a lot of arms, isn't he? Just the 3, actually.
Zero Effect Craig, thank you so much for the gifted membership.
Minus, Joe?
Minus 2.
5s. All 3 go through.
Oh, he's strength 9. So I would have winded you on 3s, but it does not matter. 3 damage each.
3, 6, 9. You'll be pleased to know.
He's dead.
Chimera's dead. Does it blow up? Doesn't blow up.
Oh. It's very sad time.
70 members to ice creams, Joe.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Right.
I wasn't going to hold them to the 100, but since they've been quite generous, I'm not holding them now.
You're all generous fools.
There's 334 people in chat right now.
Yeah.
199 likes only.
Yeah.
So some people want that fucking stream of being lazy. However, we do have a total of 400 votes on the poll. And currently people would rather be cold and bothered.
I would rather be cold and bothered.
Yeah, rather than wet and hot, hot and bothered, or wet and cold.
Yeah. I can't wait for winter, honestly.
Oh, no, I much prefer summer.
I can deal with myself in the heat. I don't like 3-year-old Chris Owen comes out to play in the cold.
Yeah.
He's not a happy lad.
Yeah.
Our little Chris.
I tell you what.
Cold. Eastern Europe is not good for me. I don't enjoy it in the winters, and that seems to where I love going.
Think
in
of
the
the snow. You could build a snowman. It's very grey though, isn't it? Around those parts.
I would just rather do things that I don't want to talk about on camera than go back to snow.
Mr. Sven Helio, thank you for the 5 gifted. 88.
Wet slap.
12 to go.
Moist.
I prefer the winter, so because when you're really hot, you could be butt ass naked, and you could literally have a coating of moisture around your entire body.
I can deal with myself.
And
plus, like you go to the gym, you get sweat on, you look in the mirror, do a little flex, wank over yourself.
You can walk around, and it's just
but if you're cold, bang the heating on, done. Wear a jumper.
Costs money. Not all of us are made of money.
Wrap yourself in a Star Wars dressing gown.
Not all of us are made of money, Joe. That's the
That's not a sentence anyone's ever said.
I am a firm believer that the heating does not go on until you see the breath in your house.
Wow. I
will live by and die by.
I remember working for another YouTube channel, and we were in an office where that was a reality. I'd go into work, all right, there'd be days sat at the computer in the VT office with fucking, I could see my breath in front of me, where I have pyjamas on, jeans on, tracky bottoms over the top, like t-shirt, jumper, dressing gown, hat.
When was this?
When I was working for VT.
Oh.
In Factorum.
In Factorum.
But they have their own extremity of...
It
is either sweltering hot or freezing
there
cold.
is no in between. Factorum.
I'm a 100% a summer person. I'd move somewhere hot in an instant.
Yeah.
In an instant.
I would.
I would happily spend my winters with palm trees and sunshine.
Yeah, I'd love to. I'd fucking move to California like tomorrow.
No, California's full of Americans.
What? I mean, it's not. Have you been to California?
No.
Alan,
we're not all made of money.
Alan, thank you so much for the 5 gifted. You hero 93.
Yeah, but look at me. You could get.
I vaguely remember last summer there used to be a fan in this room. I'm sure there used to be.
There was, yeah.
And the cost of living has hit everybody hard.
Yeah.
And even somehow Liam Dempsey cannot supply a fan.
No.
Yeah. He's got fans.
We've got 7 members to go before Magnum Ice Creams, Chris.
We need 7 more fans.
Yeah. Right. Over there, I get 3 attacks.
Yeah, come on then.
Bonk. Won it. That belongs to you, doesn't it? That's yours. That with you. So I hit you on 2s now. I don't win you.
Chimera hits back. Luce has been for a big boot. Strength 6.
Toughness.
It's 11 or something. So
12. 11. No, he's 11.
It's
he's
11,
12.
so it's still 1 at no AP. I ran over his big toe. That hurts though, regardless.
Yeah. Although I will admit, if you are cold and bothered, and you hit anything, it's literally like being stabbed.
It's like when your fingers start hurting and it all just hurts, and there's nothing fun about the cold. Like snow, it's great to look at from a nice window.
Yeah, exactly. Or a Christmas card. It's fine.
Yeah. Why is it right? They make kids glow because kids like to play in the snow. Right, let's take a little side here. Like, kids love to play in the snow, right? Why do they make all kids' gloves out of wool?
Because someone's a psychopath. Because what they actually want then is the kids to come whinge into the parent. And they can't do anything about it. Well, you shouldn't have been playing in the snow to begin with. Backhand, get back inside. But then you go through that period because they've stayed out and fought through the cold. As they start warming up,
I understand why you've got dogs now.
And so the child just continues to be miserable after you try to make it happy. Like, you just can't win.
Big thank you, Zero Effect to the Squirrel Noob. That's 2 more members of the cause. 5 to go.
Thank you, beautiful, non-sweaty people. You might be sweaty. But, yeah, like, the kids come to you with these claw-like hands frozen in position.
With a stupid little cold red nose as well. I'll give it a reason to be red. Punch.
I didn't think you were allowed. We're allowed anywhere near children, Joe.
Once you got them, it's all right.
Yeah, once you've off them, sweets, got them into the van and got them home.
Once you've got them, once you've used that big net, that's it.
I've got a giant butterfly net.
Yeah. What's got the child snatcher in, or the kiddie snatcher? What film was that? Old film.
Oliver Twist, isn't it?
Oliver Twist and the kiddie snatcher.
Yeah. I always think of Dumbo. That's got a weird kind of creepy child catching person, and Pinocchio.
Yeah.
Anyway. I'm done now.
Cool, okay. End of your turn, Joe,
Another great tangent brought to you by
Joe Incorporated.
Yeah. I've got extend battle lines for 5. And I have killed a character.
Yeah, I've gone.
Yeah. And I get at the end of your turn, either continue to play, I killed. And then the character get 5, what, 10?
Yeah. Beautiful. Which means we move into Astra Militarum turn 2. Chris, you gain 2 CP.
I do indeed.
Joe, you gain 1. Joe, I got you on 3, but did you spend 1 for reroll hits?
You did reroll something. You said you were spending a CP.
I spent a CP to reroll hits.
So you're actually on 2.
Not that I needed to reroll my hits.
No, but you did you say you were going to spend it, right? That's what I thought. I just wanted to double check before I took it off you. So you're both on 2 CP. Christoph, you've got some secondary objective cards.
I do, so I kept bringing it down, which I think I actually already score. 1 off.
Is it? When does it score?
At the end of...
Each time an enemy monster vehicle is destroyed, you score 2 VP.
Apparently it's Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, the child catcher.
Is it? No, the VP scored, even if such a model is destroyed and there's some score isn't read, blah, blah, if you score any VP from the set during a turn, then at the end of the turn, that secondary mission is achieved. So I think I've already got
so any extra monsters you kill
stacks on
more
top.
points.
Points on points.
So do we need to take some battle shock tests?
So nothing is below half wounds now.
A unit that is battle shock still has to take a battle shock test, doesn't it?
No, resets.
So I'm just not battle shocked anymore, anywhere.
Me.
So fuck you.
That's what you sound like.
You become unbattle shocked at the start of your command phase.
Yeah, I am not scared in the face of the Tyranids. I'm about to do some work after all the dice failed me.
Everyone's on chitty chitty bang bang, chitty chitty bang bang, chitty chitty bang bang. Then James wants to put Eddie's mum's gangbang.
Did she ever come home from the woods?
I don't know. I'm not sure. And once Chris has done his movement phase and I set you up with a dice cam, I'm going to be going in and grabbing you some ice creams.
You sent me
Dave came in and gifted 10 of 5.
Oh, hero. So
take
aim, Joe, is going on
everything.
The 3 tanks.
Yeah.
Because it's doing some shooting. They're going to take cover.
Can't read it out.
On the infantry there, take cover on the... in fact, I'll increase ballistic skill on the Bullgrim. Appa.
Sounds good, man.
Let's do some movement. So these guys are going to get out because times are getting hard in the back of that.
Tomo said, no shadow sword, Chris. What a letdown.
So Tom, he is a little bit of a douchebag because he convinced me to actually play the Shadow Storm to begin with at a GT, and then I bottled it last minute. However, he really wanted me to bring it tonight, but it's just not quite tabletop ready. Like, you know, it's tabletop ready for an event or something. It's got plenty of colours on it, but it's just not quite up to a stream paint scheme, I'd say. But yeah, I did want to bring it. The follower enjoyed it, and I think that went down in points as well.
What's that, Joe? List.
Stupid. I love it.
Yeah?
I really do.
That's a good list, isn't it?
I know a guy who can paint models.
Well,
it's not you because you still never painted men in mine.
How's the Necrons going along?
I have offered multiple times to take him off him.
Yeah, and then you never do because you are just full of false promises.
I am.
Are they actually? Have you seen the Necrons, Chris? That he's done?
Oh yeah, no, I had to sell them. But guess what? They failed the sale on eBay 3 times because no one was interested with how bad they were painted.
Are they a bad paint job, Joe?
Oh yeah, they were just brown
They're
blocks,
a good
basically.
paint job, I reckon.
And then I had to get my friend to bid them to what I wanted as my reserve price. and then they sold for £1 more. I lost a lot of money on that.
Or I'll paint another army for you. How about that?
What? And then I'll see it in 3 to 4 years' time.
Yeah, you still get it. Just
I've been stung once by you.
No, sorry. What army do you want?
I tried to do a friend a favour and it just backfired.
What army do you want painted? Go on then.
Do you want to do more armies for me?
Oh fuck no! An easy one. Marines?
Well, I don't have any other armies now. I am down to my Death Guard and I only have one model to paint.
I'll do your Death Guard for you.
And I am currently the only thing I'm painting for my guard actually is the shadow.
That's just black, isn't it? It's just a shadow. Maybe an off grey.
I've healed the Rogal Dawn and given him his 4 up and vulnerable again, so he's back to all of his wounds. And now I'm going to do some movement.
Yeah, let's do it. We have no more super chats or memberships to talk about. I don't think. No, we don't actually. No more super chats. No one cares about super chat anymore, Jay.
Well, what should we get into super chat about?
Well, I kind of assume with balanced data layout there'll be loads today. Actually, to be honest with you.
What I have received a WhatsApp message from Aaron, who's read the custodes. He's like, who approved this?
Some people have said that on the GW Facebook post. Some people were like, do you actually play test any of these rules? Do someone say something, you go, let's go with it. Yeah. I was like, well, that's...
What's the little meme of when someone suggests a good idea and they get thrown out the window?
Yeah. I think the custodes one, right, some of the stuff they changed about custodes I think is good. The squad sizes, I approve of.
The thing is, they've been like, the problem is, so I think we should praise GW for lots of big sweeping changes because the game's clearly broken. But then sometimes they go too hard. So Custodians have had like triple nerf.
Yeah, right? so I think
Wardens have now maxed unit size of 5 is a nerf. Changing the stratagem for Fight First, a different type of stratagem is a nerf because you can't use it for free multiple times, right? Not forgetting the change to Devastating Wounds nerfs Custodes.
Yeah.
Because they're no longer mortals.
Yeah.
So don't get filled with pain.
I think they should have changed that to you get the save versus mortals and Devastating Wounds. I like the fact that the units can't go higher than 5.
I agree. I do agree for Custodes.
Narratively, it makes sense.
Should never have been
because they're never gonna fill that many Custodes in one kind of level in the squad size. So I'm fine with that. Custodes being 50 points in model, I fully agree with perfectly, because why was a Custodes and a Sanguinary Guard the same points? It's insanity. But then, my favourite Custodian Guard, my Custodes unit, the Venatari, they are 20 points more, they're 70 points a model, and the only difference between a Venatari and a Custodian Guard is they get an extra 4 inches of movement.
Yeah.
I don't agree with that. I feel like Venatari should be 50 points a model. Your options are, you either get full rerolls to hit on an objective, or you get an extra 4 inches of movement. Because otherwise they're basically the same. Although Sisters went down though, didn't they? Sisters of Silence went down to like 40 points for 4. In terms of objective holding units, Custodes has got some of the cheapest. He's well cheap, man.
Well cheap, mate.
So listen here, Joe.
Right.
Strap in. We're in for a rocky ride.
This man here, he is OC6.
That's cool, because he's going to be dead in a minute.
Wow, that's a bold statement if I ever heard one.
You're going to die. So I am going to spend 1 CP for Expert Bombardiers, so that's going to add 1 to the hit roll.
Oh.
No, in fact, no, I'm not, because it's only in direct weapons.
Oh.
That's not what I wanted. Let's have a look. Let's see if we've got any strategic...
Talk about the Sisters, Joe. Vigilators, 4 models, 50 points. Witch Seekers, 4 models, 50 points. Prosecutors, 4 models, 40 points. So they are quite cheap.
So just those guys just chilling on objective at the back.
Custodian Guard, 5 models, 250 points. What's interesting...
Well, it's 50 points and more. I feel like that's justified on a unit that gets full re-rolls to hit.
What's interesting is there's no option to take 3 anymore.
What's that?
Custodian Guard, Custodian Wardens...
It's because the banner's part of the unit. Yeah. So before, it was 3 Custodian Guard, a Shield Captain and a banner.
Yeah.
So you got 1 unit and 2 characters. Now the banner's part of the unit. So I feel like it should have been 4 and 5.
Yeah.
Like Wardens are 4 and 5, aren't they?
Yeah, they all are.
Yeah.
That's pretty much now.
Cool, Jay. What is the toughness of them?
It's me.
Bless you. Bless you again.
My body has repelled against me. The Tyrant Guard.
Why can't you use... are the date cards not the same now? The index card versus...
They are.
Is that what's gonna change,
I
or
think
is
they're in my car,
Some of them have changed, actually.
which are outside my house.
Which is
outside
moving
this
and
house.
stuff.
I am done moving, yeah.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put dice cam on for now.
Lovely.
So you can do some shooting and stuff.
Shooting and stuff.
If you need to spend CP, Joe, just keep a track of it because I'll have to come in back because I'm going to go get you some ice cream.
So the Tyrant Guard are toughness 8.
So what I need to know is, Joe, white or brown?
White, please.
Wow. Chris, white or brown?
Brown, please.
I just... White Magnums are just the best.
Toughness of the fly.
8.
I'd be interested if it's 8.
Oh my god.
Joe, you're earning my soul.
It's hot. I'm tired. My eyes
not hard to flip
are
through a
moist. It's very
You've played
hard.
this list twice this week, haven't you?
Toughness 9.
Toughness 9. Okay, right. I am going to...
The problem with this list, people, is
Right.
because I've chosen lots of different big
How
stuff.
many CP are you on?
They've all got
You're on
slight
2.
two.
And
They've
I'm
all
on
got
2, yeah?
slightly different levels
I'm on 2.
of toughness and
Am I on
wounds.
2 or 3, Joe?
You're on 2.
Thank you. Right, I'm going to put CP here because I am now going to spend the 1 CP to add 1 to the hit roll for indirect fire weapons going in on the fly run.
All right.
So, first Basilisk is going to fire a big gun into fly run, and he's going to fire his little gun into the... Because they get a buff as soon as they take a 1 wound, don't they?
No, you have to kill one. Because it's a unit, you have to kill one guy to be under starting strength.
He will then put his bolter into that. So,
Right.
first things first, bolter into the guard.
Yeah.
So,
1 hit. 6s.
so just the 1 at -1.
-1? So a 4. That's fine.
Cool. D6 plus 3 shots. Lovely.
Oh, that's
2,
good, isn't it?
4,
Isn't
5,
it?
plus 3. Cool. So, I didn't give it take home.
So it's hitting on 3s now?
We're getting on 3s because we spent the CP. 6 is all I wound. None of the 3s. It's not scouted, so I don't get the rerolls. Strength 8, so 5s and 6s.
5s and 6. 1.
Just the 1 at -2 down to -1.
A 3 up then. That's a 1.
That is 2 damage.
He is down to 8.
Cool. Next up
Here's me toys.
will be heavy bolter from that basilisk into your big boy in combat with Chimera, and then big gun into the Flyrand. So bolters. Oh, so they fail, but that one is an auto wound,
And a sustained hit.
but a sustained hit. So just the 1 at -1.
On the Tyrant Guard, yeah?
Yep.
He's fine.
Cool. And then D6 plus 3. 3, and another 3.
Ooh.
Ah, there we go. Thank you very much.
I had a Solero earlier. I walked out of the shop, got into my car, opened it, and it already started melting.
He was tough for time, wasn't he, you Flyrand?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. So 2 at minus. Still going to be -2 because he can see him. His barrel can see him.
Pause. 1.
Cool. 2 damage again.
Joe,
That's a 6, yeah.
you know there was... Hang on, I need to unmute myself as well.
I need to spend 1 CP, please, Liam.
Oh, fuck it. I've got all my hands full right now, Chris. Okay, hang on. Yeah, got you, mate. Down the 1, yeah? Oh, it was your turn. Did you gain 2? We did that, didn't we?
Yeah.
No, I just gained in 1, I think. No, he was on 0. He did gain 2. Yeah, you're right. Okay, cool. Yeah, you know, you were thinking about maybe not being here next Thursday because you got a dentist appointment. It was supposed to be chat plays. You would have been able to sit here and bully Brom, I think.
Oh.
So,
Paddy you round?
hang on, I'm getting the stream availability up now.
Right. They're going to be. Right. They're going to shoot all my infantry there. They're going to shoot their load into the fly room. So, plasma. Misses. Malware. Misses. Bolt pistol.
Hits. That's the one you do want to hit.
And doesn't do anything. Now into the good old times.
At the moment, it's already me, you, and Luce. So if you don't come, there's no game.
Oh.
It's fine. We can do no game. We can delay chat plays another fucking.
I'm going to be on a lot of drugs.
It'll be hilarious, but
When's
I also
this?
can't play
When is
this.
this? Tuesday or Thursday?
Thursday.
You should have the night off. We shouldn't stream.
I'll be on a lot of pain
He's
medication.
getting a bad.
I'm having my bad tooth at the back taken out. Says the man eating ice cream.
We shouldn't stream if you're like, because if it's me, you lose.
Basically, with people, what they do, they take my tooth out, they have to cut my gums open on both sides, and then take the tooth out because it's got the 3 prongs, and they're touching my my sinus tube. So
we won't game
sinus tube. No AP, please.
Honestly,
on the higher retirement.
Considering you're going to be on a lot of painkillers and you would have had lots of numbing, I'm going to call it now. We won't game stream next Thursday because your health is more important.
Is it though?
Said no one ever.
You're a national treasure, Jay.
Ah, and Creed.
Made of diamonds. And diamonds are tough.
I'll do a talking head stream. He said it's fine.
Yeah?
Absolutely. And we'll just delay chat plays again. Not a problem. No, honestly, it's not a problem. Your health is more important because if it's me, you and Noose, guess what? You'd have to play. So there's no option for you to sit and produce quietly. So we'll just call it off.
-2.
On my fly route?
Yep.
What? Oh. How much damage? Oh. Why did you not come over?
I can. 104.
Joe's going to take time off. No, I'll just let him have it off. We have the afternoon and the evening. Right? You chill.
I'll just do more the day before and the day after.
No, let me chill. Drew, he can paint instead. Some Necrons.
Right, Joe.
Do you want me to paint some scions? Got loads of scions.
Don't need
Liam's, but whatever.
Demolisher. He is going to put las cannon and bolters into fly room. Demolisher cannon with his big 24er into the dudes up in my grill.
Up in your grill. What?
So, Joseph, if
Dog.
it's even your real name, D6 plus 3 shots.
Joseph isn't my real name. I was christened Joe.
It's blast, but I don't get blast on that stuff. So hitting on the 3s, 6s. Oh, brilliant. Just brilliant. Just brilliant. Just brilliant. And that is why Guardian Direct is still more accurate. So bolters. So 2 auto wins but go back in.
I didn't die stream.
Oh shit, no. No, that was right. Because 2 go back in because they're sustained.
Yeah.
So this is the wound roll. Right. So it doesn't matter. So 3 at -1.
On my hive turret.
On him.
Oh yeah, the old dentist appointment to get out of work.
This is the one actually. Thankfully, I work in a job that I actually enjoy going to. I used to have a job where
That's cute.
I used to be a van driver and I'd have to go and collect like 30 fridges, hand load them into the back of the van, and then drive them like 2 hours. There was days when it was raining, or I'd be like, I could just drop one of these on my legs. Yeah. And then I wouldn't have to do this job anymore. I could quit, but then I'd have to find another job.
Yeah.
Whereas if I get hurt at work, I could sue them.
So you got 6 at -3.
On who?
On the guard.
6 at -3? Mm-hmm. You on drugs?
No.
That was sexual, that, Jay.
I don't understand why this is such an issue for you. It's strength 14, so it was winning on 2s, wasn't it?
On my toughness 8 models?
What, on Tyrant Guard?
Yeah.
That's not what you told me.
I did show you.
Yeah,
I opened the book out, and I was like, toughness 8.
Drew's like, Liam, where is it that Joe works? Here. This is his job.
It's not like I come to work and be like, I really hope a pile of dice fall on me.
I say here, you mostly work at home.
I do.
3 days a week, and then 2 days a week you work here.
Okay, well there you go. Rerolled, you can take 4 at -3.
6s.
So first one is 1 damage.
I've got 3 wounds left. Next
I'll
one.
CP reroll it, please, Lim.
Yeah, of course, mate. It's your last CP though, yeah?
Yeah, fuck it. 4.
You've killed one.
Cool. And then the next one is 5. Killed the second one. Next one. 5. Killed another one.
So you killed all 3.
Good work.
Stand still.
So Joe works in his pants most of the time, if you're lucky.
I mainly wear those like pajama material shorts all the time.
They're nice, Joe, aren't they?
One at -1.
Hiya!
This is on.
He's fine.
Yep.
Fine.
Let's go.
Ooh. No wound.
Can't even re-roll it.
No.
That's fine. This is fine.
Your dice management.
It's because I had to keep changing the dice because it's going so badly.
It's just awful.
Right.
Sometimes I go to events, right, and my opponent's dice manager will be so bad, I'll just be like low key tidying the dice up. I'm like, please get them off my table. Like when your opponent like rolls dice in the middle of the table and then gets more dice and then rolls.
One thing I promise you, when we have a new studio, Joe, is I'm going to go for a pseudo kind of tightened table sort of setup.
Yeah.
Where we're going to have enough space either side of the mat to store. There's going to be a rule because of people like Brom. Nothing on the mat. Apart from models, wound counters, objectives, and terrain. Nothing on the mat.
And big chodes.
Cards, books, dice will all be off the mat.
Yeah.
That'll be the rule. Okay.
What if like Paddy comes here with just some absolute army, he's like whips out.
Do you know what you could do? You know, do you remember? I can't remember what the game was called, where the dice were in the little dome that you used to press, and it would like
Boggle. Yeah,
just loads of them, like in stacks of 5 or something. Like,
Boggle would be great.
you can have some different colours in some of them, so you can go right. Red dice and that represents that one dice roll I need.
Yeah.
Bah.
Oh, one day we should just play 40k Boggle.
Yeah.
It'd be great.
Right,
Not
Joe.
too annoying audio.
The Rogel Dom.
Yarp.
Rogan Josh.
So he's going to put strap in. He's going to put his coaxial autocannon into Swarmlord.
Right.
He's going to put all of his heavy stubbers into Swarmlord. He's going to put his multi-melter and pulverizer cannon into Hive Tyrant, Flyrant, and then Oppressor into Swarmlord.
Let's do it.
Are you happy?
Yeah.
Cool. So, first of all, autocannon. 2s and 6s are all, but they're both hit. It's only strength 9, so none of the wounds on that one. Next up is all the heavy stubbers.
Thanks, Mr. the Trowel. This is irrelevant because it's a guard shooting phase. Bombardment.
Bombardment.
You fucking sprung into my face, didn't you, mate?
You either put no effort in or.
This is the heavy stubbers into the Flyrant.
Oh no! Oh god!
Oh fuck my life.
It's all coming undone.
So much big wow. Right, so you've got 2 auto wounds there.
On
Flyrant. Followed by another one. So 3 at no AP.
why are you gone to mixing all the dice now?
Because I have a selection.
Just have.
I have a
No,
selection.
why-
Yeah, but look, I have a selection. Roll the dice. Roll the 3 no APs.
Fine.
Fine. D6 shots for the pulverized cannon.
Did he stayed still, didn't he? Yeah.
Definitely stay still. This is only strength 9 though.
And I am toughness of the Flyrant 9. So 4s.
So you have 2 at -3.
4s.
Oh my god! And then the multi-melters going into him as well. That's the last shots going into the fire, isn't it? Oh god. What was it, Stefan? Sorry, you literally just said 9, wasn't it?
9.
So 4s. So the one at the -4.
4s. Oh, damage.
D6.
Hang on, he's only got
2.
He's only got
So he's
2.
dead no matter what.
He's got 2 wounds left.
Yeah, he's dead no matter what.
Yeah, but I could CP it, couldn't
Yeah,
I?
but, yeah, well, yeah.
Gonna CP it.
Oh, yeah?
And a kiss
Spending
for
one
4.
or free one? So you're spending one or free one? Because it's about
No, spending 1.
spending one.
Yeah.
Yes. Fuck it. Cool, he's dead.
Right. Okay. Yeah. All right then. Yeah. Yeah.
So can he? Yeah, he can go.
Yeah.
Cool. And then
I should have spent the free one.
shoulda. And then what we're doing? The old big oppressor cannon D6 plus 3 shots.
Did you just fire that?
No, this is the oppressor cannon going into Swarm.
What was the other one you just fired?
Pulverizer cannon.
Oh.
If that's okay with you, honey.
It have to be, I suppose.
It's gonna have to be. 3s, 6s, auto wound. This is strength 12, so freeze on Swarm Lord, I assume.
Yes, toughness 10.
Cool. So still freeze. So the 4 at the minus of the 2.
4s. 2, 1 goes through.
3 damage.
3. That puts him down to 7.
Okay, this is.
Damn.
Next up, Chimera. Obviously, he's in contact.
Yeah.
So he's going to do everything into the dude that he's in contact with.
Dagger, 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 dagger.
So that's an auto wound.
-1 on the
Yeah.
rest. Beautiful.
So just the 1 at no AP from the last gunner late.
Hiya!
Fine. Cool. And then 1, 2, 3, 2, and 3. Heavy stubbers. About a 2, minus none.
It's fine.
And then 2d6 famous.
It's going well. I believe in you.
I believe in a thing called love.
Just lives in the rhythm of the heart.
1 at -1.
Oh, he's taking
Just
a
a
wound.
1.
Down to 11.
And then all the guard behind him. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So they disembark, so no auto wounds though.
Don't you get a benefit to your hit rolls because you disembarked or something?
I don't think so.
Are you on
For
objectives?
rapid
They are
disembark or
on
whatever.
You
it's
can
called.
reroll wounds, can't you, on objectives?
Don't know.
Guardsmen.
That'd mean I actually shoot with guardsmen normally. They're Cadian shock troopers, but they shock troopers. No, they're just sticky objectives.
Yeah, but when you disembark from a chimera that has shot at a unit, I'm pretty sure it has a bonus.
I feel like you're making things up.
I mean, what we're currently finding out, Chris, is that Joe lies a lot when he runs an army, just for bonuses. Isn't that all somewhere? Sounds like a good
Where's
one.
that Chimera card gone?
The Taurox has got it.
Yeah, no, it's only mobile command vehicles. It's only special rule.
I think just the Taurox.
Stop
2
listening to him, Chris. Stop listening to him.
2 at no AP. See, it makes me question whether I know my rules or not, and I do know them. It's just Joe waffles shite.
Yeah.
Plasma misses. Melter hits. Melter doesn't wound.
There's the 10. There's the 10.
Pistol doesn't wound. And then everyone behind. Oh, Lord Solar.
He's got his little laser pistol, hasn't he?
Yeah,
Blah, blah.
it does a whole lot, but can't remember what the range of it is though. It's big 12.
It is 12, isn't it? Might even be 18.
Yeah, it's a big 12, so he's out of range, unfortunately. There's a few guardsmen, chilling beans there. A few guardsmen, actually.
You're a few guardsmen.
We'll just roll them ones.
Oh!
They didn't even move. So 2, but no AP.
On who?
On your big boy.
Which one?
This big boy.
They're all big boys, Chris. Right there, it's fine.
That is end of the shooting because everything has because you killed a lot of chimeras, Josephine. However, charges.
Yeah.
There are charges to be had. So Bullgren are going to charge into
Funhouse.
Does the small one have fight first?
No.
Are you lying to me?
I don't think he does.
Right, well they're charging for the big
Oh, he does? No, I don't know.
for the big 6.
Wouldn't that be fun?
Joe will just say he does anyway, Chris.
I like how in this book you go to S thinking that that's where the Swarm Lord would be, but he's actually
God.
the Swarm Lord. The TH.
I was thinking this the other day, now that they've really jumbled up the kind of order of things, would it be that hard to just have 2 pages at the end of the book, which is just an index with page numbers? They do it in the rule book, I don't know whether they're just doing the codex.
No, because in the back of this book,
So you go S Swarm Lord, page blah.
in the back of this book, you have Crusade badges.
Yeah, you have no CP. Yeah, in the back of that book, you have a thing that no one's ever going to use ever, unless you literally go to school licking windows. No one cares about Crusade badges. It's not a thing.
Well, what they could do, right, is in the point section, which is next to the Crusade badges, is you could have the page number.
Exactly.
On there, so...
You already list all the units, Joe.
Yeah, Barb Gaunt's page...
And let's be honest.
70.
Let's be honest,
yeah.
right? That points values sheet, after today, is fucking pointless, and the codex isn't even already out yet. So just put page numbers on there instead.
The points are pointless, I hear what you're saying.
Yeah.
Right then,
You
Joe.
hear me knocking.
I've done my charging.
Yeah.
I got in with the Ross. The he yeeted up there because he can still fire into combat with no minuses on his big gun, even though it's blast. Pow, pow, pow. And I got him with the balls. So,
balls deep.
Have you got enough CP to interrupt?
No.
No, sweet. I'll just start with Lehman Russ then because it's the card that's in front of me. Unfortunately, I didn't have any CP to Tank Shock.
Tank Shock. Shock. Can't
Shock.
be tanked.
Shock of the tank.
Just gonna
Freshen up. Alright, so the tank didn't run over anyone's toes, unfortunately. Da, 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 da. Where's the Bullgrim? Tune in next time when I'm using less cards. I can't tell if that Old Spice smells nice or if it's Old Spice mixed with BO and it just doesn't smell very nice.
It's an acquired taste.
It's the smell of 1,000 children running away, Chris. That's what it is. There's a type of person that wears Old Spice, Chris.
Legends.
They're normally on a specific kind of list.
So I gave them the order to for the ballistic skill, so they're hitting on 2s.
The ballistic skill, that's shooting.
Weapon skill, you know what I mean, because they don't have a gun. For a start.
Welcome to Games Workshop, but the rules are made up.
Shrink 7.
The points you paid for don't matter.
5s and 6s, shrink 7.
Yes.
So you've got 3 at minus the 1.
3s. 1 goes through. What's your damage?
2 of the damage.
2 damage. He's down to 5.
Big 5, big 5.
If you'd done 1 more, I would have got +1 a wound. That would have been fun.
Well, I didn't know.
We would all be having fun right now.
So that's the end of my attack. So you can now attack into the Russ or the Bullgrim.
Or your Chimera.
I forgot about that Chimera. Get my
I'm going to attack your Chimera with my 4 attacks. Hitting on 3s. 2s. 2s. Strength of 8. 5s. Nothing.
Armor traps going back in on ya. Coming at ya.
No.
Swarm mod.
How many wounds does a Lehman Russ?
11. But he's on 10.
He's on 10.
Toughness 11.
Good sir, I'm going to attack.
Oh, he's on 12 wounds. Sorry.
I'm going to attack the Bullgrins.
Yeah, go on then.
That's what I'm going to do. Hitting them on 2s. I have hit you all the times. I'm strength 9.
Tough 6.
9. So, 3s. But I'm twin linked, don't you know?
Twin linked.
That many. Minus 2.
I'm on an invulnerable on a 4 up anyway.
But they're big old shields.
I'm just going to roll your dice.
Yeah.
4s. So 4 have
They
gone
are
through.
3 damage each.
Cool. So 1 is dead because he's already taken 1 wound.
Yeah.
2 are dead.
Yeah.
And 3 are dead because they've only got 3 wounds.
Yeah.
Murder!
I was really hoping to like have picked him off, but
Nah. The Swarm Lord is just too cool.
cool. And then that's the end of my turn. So I can't remember if we scored any at the start for my primary, which was just the one.
We actually didn't put it on, but you held 1, yeah?
Yeah, it was just the one actually.
I didn't think it would be hard to remember back. What about secondary, so what did you score? Anything?
So unfortunately, not a whole lot. So bring it down. I killed 1. I've killed 2 of your big boys, didn't I?
Yeah, you've killed
Oh, in fact, how many? Oh no, Tyrant Guard.
the Norn
So how many wounds has the Norn got?
16.
You're going to get the max 5, Chris.
You get 5.
Okay, 5. And then secure no man's land is at the end of turn control 2 or more objective markers in no. I only control 1 in no man's land.
So you get 2.
So I get 2.
Do you though?
Yes.
Do you?
That's what it says right there.
Do
Which
you?
means at the end of about round 2, 22 points to the Astra Militarum to 35 points to the Tyranids.
Good, is it, Joe?
Moving to battle round 3. Joe gains 2 CP because Mr. Swarmlord is still alive.
He is.
Christopher gains just the 1, actually.
Just the 1.
And we have some cards, please, Joe.
Yu-Gi-Oh, eh?
Storm hostile objective.
Take 1 from Chris.
Behind enemy limes.
Gets 2 units in his deployment zone.
That will
You
be
can't trade 1 in because you've already done that. So off we go. We're off to the races.
Yeah.
How many objectives? I mean, you can't get less than 10, right? Because
2.
you can't battle shock and fail to hold.
Yeah.
Where do you help to?
Well, I'll hold one here.
Oh, okay.
And I'll hold one over there.
Yeah, and they're not battle shockable.
Daddy thick over there.
Cool, cool, cool. Do you have battle shock anywhere though?
No.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
He's on 5. He starts with 10. So he is half.
Beautiful. Into Joe's movement phase. We do have a couple of super chats. The chats.
They can't be stopped.
That normally can't be stopped, but lately they seem to be able to be stopped. Anyway, Crumpets Panther, thank you for the 10. Each of your favourite changes from the data slate, Death Guard buffs, and the Gene Stealer army rule change for me. I think my favourite. I think the two favourite for me is probably the change of Devastating Wounds. I think it should have always been ignore all saves. Although I do feel like it has kind of negatively impacted certain saves that were put in specifically for Devastating Wounds because they said against mortals.
Mm-hmm.
That's a blag. That's an absolute blag what he's just done.
but I do think that the Devastating Wound change is really, really positive. The idea that a Wraith Cannon could have wiped out 10 Necron Warriors is kind of silly. It's one big shot. So that's my first one. My second one that I really like is all the changes to Overwatch.
Yeah.
Massive fan of all the changes to Overwatch. The biggest one being you can't fire Overwatch if you can't see.
Yeah.
That's so good. It should have always been in there. What about you, Joe? What's your favourite changes today?
Overwatch is a big boy one. I'm a big fan of the change to how the leadership, the battle, the auto pass morale.
Yeah,
track.
okay. Yeah, that's good.
As someone who plays Tyranids, I've always felt like doing the warp thing is just a bit pointless. And I've always felt like morale in this game has also been incredibly pointless because everyone's leadership is between 6, 7. So you're pretty much...
Unless you're me rolling.
Unless you're you rolling. A lot of the time you play against people, they'll take 20 morale tests, never fail one. Yeah. And when they do fail one, like when we played on Tuesday, 1 CP auto pass.
Yeah, it's bad, isn't it?
Whereas now, you're like, oh, I really need them to pass. They might only be leadership 5, but I do need them.
You now can't just kind of do it in order of importance and then spend the CP when you need it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, leadership's a big change, I think. Obviously, Votan.
I mean, you can't just list the whole balance data set, Joe.
You silly.
What about you, Chris? You got a favourite change?
I do, and it's the Death Guard change because I can finally run that Death Guard army for the first time, potentially competitively, with the -1 to the toughness and contagion range, with then one of the 3 options that you select at the start of the battle. Stack that with a -1 to the weapon skill and ballistic skill. You've then got the abilities to, increase, reduce their hit roll because it's affecting the base skill characteristics, so it can still be modified. With them plus wound modifiers, you can suddenly, I know you said it was not a Horde army, but Plague Marines being quite cheap, you could spam them and they're actually quite durable then and survivable.
So to be clear, in terms of playing them, I think they're probably a bit of a Horde army now. I just think narratively they shouldn't be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think they've got some good play in them with all their points dropped. And then the other points drops, just in general, for the 3 armies that I'm now collecting, Guard, Death Guard, and World Eaters, everyone's had loads of point drops. My World Eaters, all my Exalted and normal 8-bound can finally just yeet up the field with the Strength 15 Chain Fist on the charge and go, you know what, you're a monster, but I don't give a shit. I'm going to fucking have you.
It's definitely now a better time to be a Death Guard player. Which is good.
Yeah, I think they're going to just kind of swamp the competitive scene a little bit now over the next few weeks.
Yeah.
So, finally, Joe, before you move on, Chris, Jay, thank you for the 10. I have a new list now. 6 Norns, 1 Winged Prime, 1 Biovore, 3 Rippers. Who says no to 30 objective control on every No Man's Land objective?
How can you take the 6 Norns?
What
makes them battle?
No, you take 3 Norn assimilators and 3 Norn emissaries.
I see.
I'm going to do some shooting now. This guy here is going to be like zap onto that chimera. Okay. 2 shots.
-1 hit.
Yeah.
Don't matter then, does it?
No. Doesn't he care?
Have we got any more culture?
I have some ginger beer, I think it's called. Do you like that? No.
Strength 14. I might have a ginger beer.
I can go get you some water.
I would love some.
-4.
There is no armor save just because.
Just because.
Well, I mean, we can argue the tree's blocking.
Yeah, give yourself a 6-up. Give
3 6-ups.
Treat yourself.
Yeah, no.
So there's only 2 6-ups you need to do.
Regardless.
So the first one does 5, 6, 7, 8 damage.
He's probably dead. Just run that.
5.
Yeah, he's dead. So does he blow up?
6, 12 damage.
He doesn't blow up.
No.
Oh, senora.
No.
Chimeras dropping in points is quite nice as well.
Yeah, I feel like Chimeras are way... I feel like actually in general, a lot of the Boggo transports that don't have very good guns are vastly too expensive.
You said that, but I think with Chimeras, you can give them 2 heavy flamers, so that's 2d6 strength 5 -1 damage, or you give them the heavy bolters, and they're either kind of the mid-rangey or they're kind of just charging things up.
It's like I feel like the Rhinos.
They're so cheap, and actually with the amount of guns they've got, and something I like doing sometimes is just putting a heavy weapons team in there and just going, oh, it's got a las cannon now.
Yeah,
or
I've only got 3 Chimeras.
I've only got 3.
I need to get more. What I need to do is get a bunch of conversion kits so I can create a bunch of salamanders and then run them. Okay, now he's free to do what he wants to do. He's going to shoot that basilisk in the corner. Okay. Bokjoy! Oh no, and his salvo launcher into the little squirtle people in front. Ow! Ow! Stop it!
I'm just trying to see how many CP you've got. But
pinched me.
I still can't see, so I'm going to have to walk all the way around here.
You got 1.
I got the 1. What's the damage of this gun?
2d6.
I will pop smoke.
Yeah, so I've hit you both.
Yep.
And then 3s.
Oh, it doesn't matter about popping smoke, because he's already going to get the benefit of cover it. So I'm not popping smoke, so we're gone.
I'm going to CP reroll.
Yeah.
2 wounds.
2 wounds. Thank you. Very kind, sir. Joe spent a CP.
I spent a CP. 2 saves of -4.
6s.
6s.
They both go through.
The first one, 7 damage. The next one, 10 damage.
How is this a thing? 2d6 damage. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it should just be flat 12.
Basilisk is dead. Does he blow up? Doesn't blow up.
And then his salvo launcher into the little dweebs in front. Hitting on 2s.
Run out of space. Basilisk.
Strength 4, so 3s. 4 at no AP on those wee guardsmen.
One's dead. I think. Can't remember if they're a 4 up or a 5 up, Joseph.
You're a 4 up.
Nah, 2 are dead.
And then the mighty duck that is Tuna is going to shoot this squad. Do I shoot this guy? He's got 4 up in run, hasn't he?
He does indeed.
Oh.
Full wounds.
What an absolute bag of farts. He's going to shoot.
When I'm allowed to play you again next, 3 Rogaldons on the table.
Yeah.
All with a 4 up and vulnerable.
That'll be great fun. We'll all be having fun.
I will be.
Yeah.
Until you cry. Like
What's he going to shoot at? Does he shoot at the Le Mans Russ? Or does he shoot at the Rogan Josh?
I don't know, Joe. Should we just puff our chests out until then?
Or do I deny you an objective and just shoot at those Cadians?
How many can you kill?
How many's in that unit?
10.
10. So it's 2d6 plus 8 shots. 2d6 plus 8 shots onto the guardsman.
What, 2d6 plus 8 shots?
So it's d6 plus 3 per gun.
So there's 10 of them, so it becomes d6 plus 5. So it's 2d6 plus 10.
Oh.
Because they're both blasts, right? It's 2 guns.
Yeah.
So it's plus 10, mate.
So it's 11 plus 10.
Which is?
21.
I should not have spoke. Should not have spoke. It's fine, it's sticky objectives, so I'll still hold it until my next turn anyway.
No, but you didn't hold it in your command phase.
How do you know?
11.
TJB says, tattoo maintenance question. Do you have to keep shaving your arm? I'm thinking about getting a sleeve, but I'm super hairy. No, I don't, you know.
I dabble sometimes.
No, I don't.
I don't like razor blade shave, I'll do like a trimmer.
No, I don't. I mean, Chris,
because blonde, especially with colour, blonde hair reflects light and then it makes a tattoo looks dull.
But the answer is you don't have to.
Oh no.
Can I shoot a blast weapon into combat?
No.
I can't, so I'm cheating.
No,
Sorry.
okay.
No. I'll shoot that at
Why are you cheating? They're not in combat.
the Cadians.
Yeah, the Cadians aren't in combat.
Oh, okay, then fine. Fine, I'll take it.
I mean, I was just going to be like, oh yeah, you can't shoot them. Yeah.
Sweet.
It was not the right thing.
Yeah, you don't. CJ, you can. You don't have to. I don't. Chris is a bit more vain than me, so he does.
2s to flat murder.
But he's also prettier, so you know.
That's some bed.
Yeah. It's just prettier than I am.
It's -2 damage. That many. That's 5.
No,
That's more than 5.
Well, it's -1 because they've got cover.
From what?
Some of them are in a building. How many dice is there? 1,
So
2,
there's
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh. So it would be the squad dead, yeah.
Yeah.
And then Creed, Chin and Beans. It's really shit not playing horrible lists against you sometimes. She's still alive.
Is she now? Why is that?
Because she's got 4 wounds.
She's got 4 wounds.
Yeah.
How many dice are there?
3 left.
Hmm?
There was 3 left.
Yeah, 13 wounds, Jay. She's got 4 wounds. Oh, but
They're 2 damage each.
Yeah,
Oh.
I forgot.
Oh.
So that's 6 damage.
This is really boring.
Right then.
No, I don't have to roll her separately with her invulnerable now, do I? Because she started with part of the squad when you aimed.
No,
You can do. So you
slow
go.
roll.
So you go 10.
out.
So 10 are dead.
And then roll 3, 4 up in vulnerable saves.
Right, there you
Hard
go.
work, this, isn't it? A 5. No. What's that?
2 damage.
A 5. Saves. And a 5.
Oh, look
She
at that.
lives!
She lives.
She's alive.
The Swarm Lord's
Or
gonna,
he lives.
The Swarm Lord's going to flame her. 4 shots. Plus 3. I think, no, it's strength 5, so no, I'm cheating. So it's 3 and -1,
Juan.
2 damage.
Come on, Scooter.
Oh, she bosses it.
The coat gets a bit more tatty,
Yeah.
however. Sticks with it.
I've got nothing else to shoot her with now.
Scooter.
How far away is she?
Fucking miles away. Especially because I put it back
Yeah,
probably where she shouldn't have been.
I
But
can't charge her. Right then, I'm going to charge Schooner into your
Russie. was
Russ.
the name of it.
9. Bonk.
Yep.
And then Mr. Tyrannofex is going to charge those wee guardsmen.
Yep.
6.
Charge! Bugs!
Bugs. I'm going to do a stratagem.
Oh my god.
What's this stratagem, Joe?
It's called...
Joe touches Chris in his dark place.
yes. It's called
Finger in bag hands.
Massive Impact. You'd know something like this. 1 CP.
Yeah.
Your charge phase after a Tyranids monster model from your army ends a charge move, Mr. Tyrannofix.
Yeah.
That Tyranids monster model. Select one enemy unit within engagement range of your model. Roll 6d6. There's 6 there. For each 4+, that enemy unit suffers 1 mortal wound.
So it's kind of mini monster tank shock.
Yeah,
Monster. Mini monster. And what do you need?
4s. So 3 mortal wounds.
Okay.
I've done that because he is terrible in combat.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you've killed them now.
Yeah. And then he gets 4 attacks.
Yeah.
And he hits you on 2s now because you wounded him. He took great offence at that.
Yeah, was that happen?
And I've wounded you 3 times. No minus AP.
Just the 3, sorry.
Just the 3.
Just the 3. All 3 go through.
And those 10 wounds with him. Did you want to put the 10 next to that? So then we know. Then we know. Right, and then Scooter! Melee weapons. He gets 8 attacks.
Does he?
8.
That's quite a lot, isn't it?
Right.
He is a thick boy.
Toughness 11.
Toughness 11. So, 8 attacks. Hitting on 3s. You have not wounded him yet. So he's not hitting on 2s. Which would have been helpful. Strength 14.
Oh. So he's a big shooty boy and he's a big fighting boy. So 3 of them.
What's the... He's -2. How many wounds have you currently got left?
He's got 12 left.
He's got 12 left. I should have gone for reroll hits. No, it's fine. I'll let them go. 3.
Three
minus
minus
2.
2. 4. I mean, when it's that bad.
He is D3 plus 3 damage.
Okay.
So, what it's got. So 2, 4, 5 plus 9, 14.
Okay.
Yes? Yes. Yes.
No, I'm just, as long as you're happy, Joe. Doesn't blow up.
I am. I was going to say omnipotent, but that's not it.
Impotent.
No, that's not the one.
Are you sure?
I'm not going to say it. I'm just going to catch myself before I say that. On live camera.
Omnipresent? No, it's not it.
That's just everywhere, isn't it? Is it omniscient? Well, I can't say it right now for some reason. Is that not all loving? Omnipresent is everywhere.
Yeah.
And there's a third one.
I don't know. I know what I mean.
I think what you mean is impotent, Joe. I think you're impotent.
All right, shall I hit you back over there?
Yeah?
Yeah. What are you doing over there?
Just moving the dice.
Okay. If that's what you think you're doing. 1, 2, 3. And then I'll just roll his. So red dice is.
I want more schooners. An army of schooners.
There's 2 types, isn't there?
There's the barbed and the scythed.
On the weapon sighting.
They are much money, big wow.
All done.
Oh no, let's have a look.
All done.
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 Done. Finished.
Okay, so did you score any of your secondary objectives at Mr. the J?
I haven't got behind enemy limes.
Right.
Because I don't think I'm wholly within your deployment modes there, because it's halfway to the corner. And he's probably towing the line. But I didn't get Storm Hostile objective either.
You didn't?
No, because you've got 2 guardsmen blocking by Chumbawamba. I'm going to sack off behind enemy limes.
Okay.
Get a CP.
You don't get any CP.
Oh yeah. I might as well get. I'll get rid of both then.
The Swarm was alive.
Yeah.
So you didn't at the start, so you can't gain another one this battle round.
I'm gonna get rid of both of them.
So you get no.
No lemon pledge.
Chris is Mr. Lord Polar alive.
Yeah.
So you get another CP.
Yep.
You're up to 2. Chris up to 3.
I'm a bit unnerved by the fact the camera's just on
just
my face.
watch and enjoy. It's whatever it's giving people what they want.
Yeah, there's less shine now, so it can focus on you.
Okay. Do you use baby
the,
oil?
No.
You should. I feel like you should.
use cocoa butter. Palmer's cocoa butter.
I
use
use
After Sun.
Yeah.
And I do just sometimes love a bit of Nivea.
Do you just mix it all into a big tub?
No, I just vary for my skin's pleasure.
Whoever was who was asking, CJ was asking about tattoo. Palmer's cocoa butter is the fucking.
Yeah, it's like the recommended long-term looker after.
Was that little pink and clear jizzy tub that you had on the shelf?
It's a white bottle.
That's what's in it.
Smells of chocolate.
Yeah, that's what's in that one. This one here.
Yeah.
That's Palmer's.
It was on the side for ages. It just looks
you just made yourself a little jizz cup.
So I had a fresh tank I was streaming, so I brought it in here and just put it on every now and again.
Yeah, jizz cup.
Yeah, I'm a Babantham on the initial few days.
Yep.
And then cocoa butter afterwards.
I've got this new shit I'll show you. It is the fucking nuts. It's so good. You use it to clean. My healing went from 6 days down to 2.
I'm really hoping. I've only got one more session of tattooing to do, and then I'm done with tattooing.
Yeah.
And that's on my back, and I kind of didn't really care about it.
Your sack or your crack?
It's kind of near my crack, and it really hurt. I was really uncomfortable and unhappy.
I've never had anyone have a good thing to say about backs.
No, my back. I'm quite sensitive on back. I'm a soft soul, really. And yeah, I mean, I was in armpit wasn't too bad. Nipple was fine. Collarbone, that was in comparison to my back. Grind away everywhere else. Go with my armpit again. I don't mind.
I've got some leg stuff soon next Friday.
That would mean I have to do leg day though to get leg tattoo.
My body's a temple. So
is it? Yeah.
What, a cavern?
Yeah, well,
fucking pyramid.
One of those weird.
Well, at least they've got points at them.
Way.
It's one of those old-fashioned medieval cave ones with skulls in it. And,
right.
And
so I drew 2 cards. I got an assassination and I got an engage on all fronts.
So kill a character and get things in at least 3 if not all 4 table quarters.
Which I definitely can't do. I'm on 2 CP, aren't I? I'll roll with it.
I've got it on 3 CP, Chris.
I will get rid of engage.
And redraw?
And redraw.
So now I've got you on 2.
No prisoners. Which is...
Okay, so kill ship.
Kill ship. So kill the world.
Okay.
I do need to do orders, so orders will go to Basilisk, Rogel, and Demo.
You're going to hold that home objective no matter what.
Yep. And unfortunately, I don't hold this one because I didn't hold it in my command phase. So I do. I'm behind on points, big time here. we got to do some work.
But what a lovely behind.
What about the 2 with the Mr. the Big Bug? They've got to take a battle shock test.
Yeah, and that is it for battle shock that I need to do.
Yes.
And I do need to issue some regimental, so they are fine. And then the regimental orders will be +1 to ballistic skill of the Krieger's big blob squad over there, and I will give them the better armor save. +1 to their armor save.
Take cover, what it was called.
Yeah, take cover, that's the one. Cool. So now we're going to do some moving.
Isn't that only against range?
Oh, I don't know. I don't even know, Joe. And I don't really care because I'm about to do some work.
Yeah?
I'm about to do some work on you.
Big boy work.
I'm coming in.
Yeah.
Involved. So these are actually going to fall back out.
Yeah.
I believe in you, Chris.
Because then they can be, your big boy can be shot at with no worries.
David, thank you for the 5. Just a quick pop in to say hi, boys, and let's go monsters. Also, Joe, what did you do to make the Swarm Lord randomly go up in points?
I don't know. I guess because if you... I don't know.
Well, I think if you look at him versus like a standy-uppy normal Hive Tyrant or a Winged Hive Tyrant, he was just kind of an auto-take to a point.
He is.
And then if you now think about the chain, one of the things that the Hive Tyrants were amazing for was the free stratagem, which has now just got significantly worse, so he would have become even more of an auto-take.
Yeah. So the fact that he gives you a free CP is huge, especially now. Like, there's not many armies that have access to characters that give you 1 free CP.
Oh. It's 100%. It's more important now with that change to free stratagem stuff.
And he is a close combat monster. The fact that if you do run the Crusher Stampede, for 1 CP, you can give him and 6 Tyrant Guard full rerolls to hit. And then he gets full rerolls to wound. And he just, whatever he goes into, he just yeets it across the table.
Talking of yeeting.
Yeah.
Bombardment! Right, Basilisk into Swarm Lord, everything he owns, every gun he's got, every round, every bullet, every bit of fucking metal. Right,
it's like that scene out of
he only gets 1 hit.
Star Wars. It's like, fire everything!
But there is 1 at -1.
Whoop! That's yes.
Okay, D6 +3.
That's 4.
Reroll it.
Oh, worth it though. Worth it. Definitely worth it. It's worth it, mate.
CP reroll, yeah, Chris?
Yippee.
Cool, mate, thanks.
Looking for 2s.
Yeah.
Because he's got line of sight, etc. No rerolls of 1. 6s, auto wound.
Yeah. I was looking at last night the idea of running the Swarm Lord, 2 Hive Tyrants and 18 Tyrant
5s and
Guards
6s.
in this detachment.
You spamming stuff that's good? That doesn't sound like you, Joe.
No. What's that? 4?
4 and -2.
4s. 1 goes through. 2 damage. He's down to 3. He gets +1 a wound now. He's coming at you like Cleopatra.
That's not what I wanted. That is not what I wanted at all, Joe. So, Demolisher. He will put bolters into Swarm, everything else into that lizard.
Mr. the Schooner.
So, D6 +3 shots first of all. Ooh, look at that.
He is technically a lizard. I'll let that say. Why?
And 6. And a plus of the 3. And now I am looking for the old freeze. 6's auto wound. None of them. It is strength 14 though. So freeze.
2.
3 actually.
Oh. Who's this on? I wasn't paying attention.
This is on him.
On him?
On -3 or 4.
On Schooner?
Yeah, he's on his own gun.
No.
I was going to look how much they cost, wasn't
What
I?
is the strength of that, by the way?
14.
Then yes, it wounds on 3s.
Yeah, I know. That's why I told you. You want to know the damage. Let go minimum -3 while I find the card. And it is -3.
They're not the worst cost, Joe.
Go on. How many gone through?
All of them.
Cool. So,
Damage?
D6 damage apiece. So first one. Second one.
9. Hang
11.
on. 11. That leaves him on a number.
Cool.
I don't know why I'm looking in this,
Last
but
cannon. Hits. Wounds. This is on the big boy. On the same dude.
hang on.
I definitely feel like I was expecting to be more than this.
-3.
So he's got 7 left. He's
Saves
fine.
it. Cool. And then the bolters. And
the Morlocks just grabbed onto me.
I want a Paradin.
What's this?
this is the...
Oh, you're looking at Forge World.
so auto wound back in.
The Harridan's pretty sick, isn't it?
I love the Harridan. He's well cool.
So there's 2 at -1 because there was an auto wound.
How much money though?
Strength 5, yeah. So 2 at -1.
Because 6 is to wound.
Yeah.
1 goes through.
2 damage.
On to who? The Swarmlord.
Somewhat. And
He's
then
down on 1.
heavy stubber. Ooh. 2 and OAP. Swarmlord.
It's fine.
Cool. That's the Demolisher finished. That's the Basilisk finished. Then, so this is the issue of now.
Ooh. So you buying a Harridan and 2 more barbed Hyrule, yeah?
No, I can't afford 1 Hyrule, really. So, not entirely sure I'm going to get 2 Hyrules and a Harridan.
If you have got a barbed Hyrule or 3, like 2, lying around, and a Harridan, use the Harridan like a giant paper aeroplane and just put the things on top and just float them to Liam's house.
The PO box.
into Liam's bum bum.
Right, Joe. I am going to do coaxial autocannon into Hydral, dude.
Yeah?
I will then do the heavy bolters and heavy roll. It's because the guns are so messed up. I'm just going to get my phone out because I've got his actual what guns he's got. Oh look, there's us playing Warhammer.
Is that like your equivalent at the start of Die Hard 2, where he's like naked in front of the mirror?
What I love is he has just put it right at dice cam so everyone can see what he's doing.
Yeah.
Porn. I don't.
That app's really good.
My app constantly kind of mini crashes though, where I can't go into my.
So any army list that you did before today's update
will have issues.
We'll have problems.
will immediately just crash the app.
Cool.
So every time the app updates, you have to delete all your old army lists and put them back in again. Apart from that, I think it's way better than Battlescribe.
Oh, that's going to fucking piss people off.
I know that there will be screeching in the streets over that statement, but I do think it's much better.
Strap in, Joe. So,
Right. Split firing.
split firing.
Always goes well.
Coaxial autocannon,
Yeah?
multi-melter, oppressor cannon, pulverizer cannon.
Jesus.
The heavy stubbers are just going over this way.
All right.
I need him dead. And he's got 7.
Why do you need him dead?
Because I don't like him. In fact,
Fair. Can't argue that.
that's 11, isn't he? He's toughness 11. I'm going to put the pulverizer cannon into him as well. So I'll start with the easy stuff, which is only the pulverizer cannon and all the heavy stubbers into that dude.
Yeah.
Cool. So D6 shots for a big 4. Okay, I've got 4 dice in my hands.
Yeah.
This is freeze with 6 is an auto wound. Strength's 9, so 5s and 6 there's. So 2 at -3.
6s.
Cool.
Both go
3
through.
damage apiece, so 6 all in. So
He's
got
down at
2
2.
wounds left. 1. Oh, what's the
He's holding on in there. Slippery devil.
Slippery nipple.
18. Yeah, unlucky, Joe. So 1 with its rapid fire. 2.
Merkles. Apart from having to remake every list when it ever updates, the app is quite good.
Yeah.
and
I've got you there a little bit.
the thing is, with Battlescribe as well, like, it's just going to be quicker to have the 40k app.
Yeah.
Because the instant updates, like the DATASLATE was straight away today, so we can build lists straight away for tonight.
Yeah.
No dramas, no maths, no.
It was updated before they released the other stuff. So, and it's like, and with Battlescribe, you still need to have the Codex as well.
Yeah.
Because if you want to compare stratagems and stuff like that, or a lot of the time Battlescribe will have a warlord trait name in there, but they won't tell you what it does.
2 at no AP, Joe.
2 at no AP on this boy. 1, 2. He's fine.
Cool.
Yeah, I just think Battlescribe is just not as good as the GW product.
These are 2s.
The 40k app is faster. You have access to strats.
So
you
there's
have
a lot
all
of
the
people
rules.
in the chat that are saying they didn't have to update their list; they automatically update it for them.
Really?
So I think it's just my phone more than anything. I need to go through my settings. Because sometimes all I've got to do is close it out completely, go back into it.
What are you on?
Android.
Android. Yeah. I'd be interested to know if those people on Android or iPhone.
So for all you people that have already said it auto update with no problems, what device are you on, Android or iPhone?
Yeah, because I'm on Android and mine.
Oh, sorry, I'm talking about it just crashing on me when like it kind of freezes. Where I can go into I can go search data stuff.
Yeah.
But then when I want to go look at like the stats, it's like no, senor, and doesn't.
Mine doesn't have.
You've got one at -1.
On Mr. Wormington.
No, well, yeah.
On the big boy.
Yeah, everything's now going on big boy.
He's fine.
Cool. At -1, are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
3s, looking for 6s, none of them.
Toughness, 1,000,000.
Well, it's 5
12.
6s because it's strength 9. So just the 1 at -4.
Oh, a 6. That's not a 6.
So D6 plus 2.
Hang on.
I've still got loads more shooting to go, Joe.
Hang on. If you roll a 6, then it's meant to be, isn't it?
No, 6 damage.
So he's got 1 wound left.
Cool. And now I'm on the oppressor cannon. D6 plus 3 shots.
These people are all Android, Joe, interestingly.
Hitting.
Maybe it just hates me.
On the old freeze. 6s. Auto of the wound. 12. 4s. Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. 3 and -2.
3 at -2, so 4s. Schooner. Oh, the prayer! The prayer to Schooner.
State of that. That's very much upset me. Very.
Hold on, Schooner. I channeled you through my lips into those dice.
Lips into dice, you say?
Yeah.
Cool. Right.
You're going down to
Architect pistols going in. In on a 3.
the tech
Yes.
priest.
I can believe in you, Chris. Go on.
Has the tech priest even got the range for that?
Yep. He's got a big 12-inch. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take it.
It was his strength 6.
So that's a no.
That's a no. Unlucky. Bow. Right, and then I've got a load of stuff over there to go. That's quite frustrating.
They can't see him though.
Yeah, but they've got a dude in front of them.
Yeah, they've got more of an immediate problem.
There is literally nothing I can do about that situation right there, is there? At all. At all. When I tank shock,
Yeah.
and I declare both.
You can only do it on one unit.
I can only do it on one. What was much? Okay, interesting. We'll see what happens in a minute. Right, so going up over there.
have I got?
I've got enough to do a tank shock.
You have?
Because I was saving the tank shock for the sword mod.
Oh.
So I was. Lord Solar, first of all, 2 shots with his pistol into everything I say right now.
It's into the
Is
Tyranids
into
effect.
the Tyranids effect, so don't you worry. So hitting on 2s. All the hits.
Toughness, lots.
Not
that.
Happy. And then. Da, 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 da. The 2 famous.
Joe.
Yeah?
My World Eaters list
Yeah.
dropped by 220 points.
Really?
Yeah.
My
3 at no idea.
my Flesh Terrorist list went down by 300 points.
My Eldar list went up by 190 points.
He's alright.
He's alright. Yeah. What's mad is normal Space Marines points just dropped through the floor. But my Chaos Space Marine list went up.
Sniper.
And it just feels
My
a bit...
Corn Demon list dropped by 100 points.
Really?
Oh, I got a good little trade actually on the weekend. So I got 2 of the old Start Collecting Corn boxes.
Yeah.
Which is the
Demons.
demons, yeah. So it's the Bloodletters, the Cannon / Chariot, and some Crushers. So I've got 2 boxes of that. I really hope he's not watching for a, dare I say it, recast Dreadclaw.
Did he know it was a recast?
I told him, yeah.
Okay, good. All right. Because otherwise we just found out now.
Yeah. It'll be at your house.
By the way, he's a little dweeb. I'd beat him up.
Wow.
None of the last ones gone through.
Good. That's right.
In other news.
Right,
Right, that is, unfortunately...
do you have any of your Terminators left? I need Terminators. I want Terminators.
No, they all sold. Because people actually pay me money when they
For
do
what,
stuff
Space Marines?
Yeah.
I've got 5 new Leviathan ones you can have.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't have any
Right, Joe.
They're
Terminators.
built, but...
Charge, first of all, Rogal
I'll
Dawn.
take him.
And he's tank shocking.
Who's the Rogal Dawn's charging?
Yeah, into both, but he's tank shocking.
He's charging into both.
Oh no, because if I charge into both, he's going to block, isn't he? So just
Yeah.
into the swarm. And he is tank shocking.
Oh.
And then the Russ into... It's going to have to declare both because they're so close together.
How much CP have I got, Liam?
You currently have 2 CP.
I've got 2 CP. What I'm going to do...
Russ isn't in.
What I'm going to do is... It's not, you didn't make it, so I can't Overwatch you.
Who?
That is...
Well, stop.
I was
going to
Overwatch. I was going to Overwatch with Schooner into the Lehman Russ.
Okay, you can't Overwatch into Lehman Russ.
Yeah, because it
You
didn't
can
make it.
Overwatch into Rogal Dawn.
But I would have had to have done that when the Dawn finished its charge before
Correct.
we did Lehman Russ.
Correct.
So I'm not going to do it.
Okay.
Because that would be bad.
And all of that lot is going to go into Big Wow Lizard.
Well,
Because why not?
So that's the one you probably want to Overwatch. Oh, it's not actually the Flamer, is it, Joe?
No.
no.
It looks like a Flamer.
Yeah. Have you got a command squad and Lord Solar in a
and
squad?
Krieger. Yeah.
Can you do that?
Yep.
You sure?
Don't listen to him, Chris. Believe in yourself. You've always been right so far. Cedric, thank you for the 5. Datasheet has me thinking about Brutalis Dreadnought and deep striking 10 combi weapon stern guard since my t-shirt cannon marines are dead.
My Flesh Terrors army is Gabriel Seth, 2 captains, a Sanguinary Priest, right? 18 Blade Guard. Never give up a good thing. 3 Brutalis Dreadnoughts. Assault Squad. Land Raider Redeemer.
Fucking hell, it's a big army, isn't it, when you think about it?
Yeah, Land Raider Redeemer and 5 Infiltrators, right? We have all that in one army. Yet in my Chaos Space Marine army, I can get Abaddon, a Dreadnought, 10 Terminators, 10 Possessed, 10 Chosen, and a Land Raider.
So I don't think you actually can anymore. Have they taken that out?
It was never in there.
Yeah, no. So Command Squad used to be able to join a squad even if no character was in it.
No.
Yeah, because that's how you gave Lord Solar the 24
No,
inch.
Commissar can, I think.
No,
Platoon
Command Squad's good.
Yeah, Platoon Command Squad could go in with Lord Solar and give him the 24 inch.
Yeah.
Well, at least they thought they could.
No, they 100% could because that's what everyone was doing with Lord Solar because obviously he's the most efficient for ordering tanks. However, it looks like it might have actually removed it out of the
leader option.
I wouldn't
leader
trust it
option.
too much. It might be hidden somewhere. Honestly, it can be in weird places, mate.
Yeah, like in the toilet.
Anyway, I'll leave it there for
In
now.
the
But
shed.
that's one
No,
to
it's fine.
investigate.
It's fine.
No, but
It's
that's
fine.
one to investigate in the future because if that is the case, that does change things a bit for the guard because then obviously Lord Solar's orders go back down to 6 inches.
We'll just put him in with some Catrican.
You'd have to move him around a lot more though to keep him. So either he looks after the car park at the rear, or he moves forwards with tanks.
Yeah.
And if he can't move forward with tanks, then that tank commander that drops him 35 points down to 205.
I do think that he should just be able
it's
to
good.
join a command squad. Like, why a commissar can't join a command squad, which I find really weird.
Anyway, we digress. So, the old Rogal Dawn tank shock into Swarm.
Yeah.
So it is
Your-
7 dice.
Okay, so it's in the Cadian Shock Troops area, Chris.
No. It's 6. Yes.
In the Cadian Shock Troop data sheet under unit composition, this unit can have up to 2 leader units attached to it, provided no more than one of those units is a command squad unit.
Oh,
There you go. All right, mate.
Happy.
Found it for you.
7 dice. My thingy isn't higher than your toughness.
no, so 4s.
There's loads.
Oh, he's dead.
There's loads of them. Cool. Swarmlord's dead.
I'm going to spend the CP,
Don't explode
so
him.
he automatically explodes.
Cool.
And then he's going to... Actually, I don't know if it's even worth it. I can't remember if it's D6 or D3.
Fuck me. I mean, it's only 20 past 10, Joe. You take your time.
I will. I will. It's only D3, so I shan't bother. Did you want to pile into
What, an
Schooner?
No, because then I can't fight. And you just get to hit me.
I do.
What do you mean you can't fight?
No, because he's already fought.
Well, I haven't fought yet.
I know, you can
Tank
pile...
shocked.
Yeah, so you can pile into Schooner and fight.
Yes, you can.
Go on then. Why
If you
not?
really want to.
Yeah, because then I might kill him because he's only got 1 wound.
Yeah.
Do I get fight first here though?
Yep, you charged.
3.
Successfully charged means you get fight specialty.
It's 6, not 7, because 7 was for the tank shot.
Legitimate strategy.
I don't think I'm going to kill him on this, Joe. 5s and 6s.
Just the one.
Just the one at no AP.
2 up. He's right.
Yeah, there we go.
Schooner, I lured you into it, you see.
That's fine. I got far from vulnerable.
Yeah.
I might stick around.
Liam, I'm spending a CP
Okay.
to re-roll all hits.
Another one.
No, because I can Overwatch.
Right, so you're going to do this before I do all my... I'll get all my dice
Oh, no,
ready.
your...
No, you do that and I'll start getting the dice ready for that.
So I hit you on 2s and I go back down to 3s again. Boo. It's a good thing I spent that CP.
Let's see.
It's a good thing I spent that CP to miss all those hits. Strength 14. What's the toughness of a Rogan Josh?
12.
12. So it would be 3s, but I get +1 to wound because I've only got 1 wound left. So 2s. So there's 4 in vulnerable saves. Or 4 4-ups because it's -2.
4 vulnerable saves on 4-ups.
Ooh, 2 go through.
You're going to have to... So, 2d6 damage, yeah?
2d... Well, it's D3 plus 3.
Okay, because I've got a blatant plate in, so I can get rid of 1. Obviously, you've got to slow roll it, really, haven't you? And I've got to make that decision. So, you better roll one.
First one.
Cool, that one's getting ignored.
4 damage.
Cool, happy. 4. Happy. So he's down to 14. 14.
Beautiful.
Right. Oh my god, it's all gone wrong. 2, 4, 6. Lord Solar, first of all, hitting on 2s.
Nice.
However, strength 6. What's his toughness? 11.
Yeah.
So 5s. So 3 of them, please, Joseph, at -2.
4s. He's fine.
He's happy. And then the horse kicks. Yeet. Horse wounds.
Clip clop. Yeah, it's fine.
Cool. And then
Horse be like clip clop, motherfucker.
The typical gangster horses we see all the time.
Yeah.
2 at no AP.
2 and no AP. Fine.
Just living his best life over there. Getting garbled into
Just
gynophorous bugs.
Yeah.
there's not much we can do when I'm boxed into the corner. That's all that done.
I get to attack you back now. 4 attacks. 2s. Oh, 3 hits. 2 wounds. I don't know why I did it like that. Yeah. No AP. You're dead, mate.
Well, Kriegers are better, aren't they? I don't know. Kriegers ain't going to change in points either.
I don't run Krieg. Because I've got Valhallans that look like Krieg, but they're not Krieg.
They look so similar. Oh no, 2 dead. 2 dead.
He's like, chop, chop. Don't you get a
Matt.
feel no pain, though, because you've got a medic in the unit.
Medic!
It's like, medic, glue my hands back on. No.
Edie. 10 and 2. All done and dusted. So, end of the turn. No prisoners.
How's it looking?
No prison assassination on the Swarm Lord.
How many points do you get for no prisoners? You have to kill units.
Well, the thing is, each time the enemy unit is raised, it's got 2, so I'd get just the 2 because I only killed the Swarm Lord.
You get +1 for it being tactical.
All right.
So 3 in total.
And then assassination
It's 5.
is 5.
Beautiful. At the end of round 3, 35 points for the Astra Militarum, 45 points for the Tyranids.
Sad noises.
Round 4.
Oh, can I burn that one? Because Creed was on it and she didn't
Only
think all turn.
in your next turn.
You can start to
Yeah,
burn
so
it.
it should, as long as she's alive in my command phase, it's gone.
As long as she's alive in your command phase and you still hold it.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
So we're into round 4. Chris gains a CP. Joe only gains 1 now because Mr. the Swarm was dead. Boo. Boo is boo. Let's have a look, Joe, because, it's bedtime soon. Bring it down.
Defend stronghold.
Hold your home objective.
Yeah, all right doing it.
Joe, how many objectives do you hold?
Well, he's got to do some battle shock first.
That guy.
What needs to be battle shock, Joe? Is there anything holding
He's fine.
objectives?
He's living the dream. I hold 2.
Just a 10, actually.
Joe slowly. You ran away with it a little bit now, wouldn't you?
You can bring it back.
Yeah, we'll see.
The primary's not stinging you, Chris. You're actually drawing on secondary objectives. The primary's not stinging you. Into top down. No new super chats. from the wonderful chat. It's fine because it will take us time. Nordos, thank you for the gifted membership. You're a hero. But it says on 106 new members, Joe.
Oh,
Beautiful people.
105. I'm a long-term member.
Gonna shoot you with some guns.
I will Overwatch the Rogal Dawn though.
What, into him?
No, into that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Why is that then?
Because I only need to chip off like 2 wounds.
Oh, yeah.
Autocannons.
That's a hit.
Strength 9. So 1's a wound at -1.
Goes to what's damage?
3 damage.
It's 3 damage. Fuck. That's annoying. Good sir. Why would you do that? So you've got other guns to shoot as well.
I've got lots of other guns to shoot.
Is he dead, Joe?
He is.
Here we go. Tune in because we're going to read a book.
Yeah.
So lucky there's pictures for this.
Yeah. What's he called? Morlock.
I don't know, you keep changing it, I think.
He doesn't explode. Off the Devon.
Well, that was a good CP as well, Spencer.
It was. It was a good CP.
Bravo.
Well,
Well done.
in that case, I'm going to shoot him now. Get my vengeance.
Okay.
With my big gun. And then the salvo launcher is going to go into those 2 little wibblers over there.
Cool. How much CP have I got left, Liam, at this point? None.
Currently 1, mate.
Cool, I'll pop smoke on the Rogal.
Oh. Whereas I'm already -1 to shoot you.
Yeah, but
Anyway.
it gives me benefit cover.
You like that?
So, -1.
No, this is into your little dudes over there.
Oh, okay.
And
You
then
can't shoot them
why?
because they're in combat with the monster.
Those 2 guys there.
Oh, I didn't remember I had them.
3 at -0. No, yeah,
Yeah.
you did. They're
Morlock
dead.
did move, didn't it, Joe?
Yeah.
Yeah, someone in the chat was like, did the Morlock even move? Because you can't Overwatch if it didn't move. I was like, I think it did. So I just wanted to double check.
This big lizard didn't move.
And then his big dildo gun into you.
So now -1.
Just the 1 hit actually.
Yep. Unlucky.
And then I'm wounding you on a 3.
Why? What's your strength?
14.
Okay.
-4 goes to -3.
It doesn't matter, I'm looking for a 4 up and vulnerable. Saves it.
What a dick.
Tilly flex.
Has the tech priest got loan up?
Only when he's 3 inches from the vehicle.
Okay.
So he currently isn't load up, and he's not going to be able to give the Rogal Dawn a 4 up and vulnerable in the next phase because he won't be in.
Alright then. And how many wounds has that guy got?
12.
12?
He's only taken 1 wound.
Don't forget your blast guns and your big monster can shoot out of combat.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm going to shoot, because the only thing he can target is the Basilisk and the Demolisher. I'm going to shoot the Demolisher.
Well, no.
So I get 9 plus 6 is 15. Quick maths.
Maths with Joe.
T11.
Oh, I hit you first.
Oh.
So
-1.
-1 to hit you.
Yep.
So 3s goes to 4s, but I get a +1. So 3s again.
Why? Why did you get a +1?
Because I'm a monster in my fantastical detachment.
Why did you... Let's say, why did you just re-roll that? 3s go to 4s.
Yeah. But then, with
then
my
back
strength
down.
6 guns, I'm wounding you on 5s. Yeah. But I get +1 to wound now, so we've got 1 wound left. So I'm wounding you on 4s now. Oh. Boop, boop, boop.
What's the damage of this?
2.
2 apiece, is it?
2
Minus?
-2.
Okay, that's interesting. 2, 4.
I do feel like Schooner is
14.
one of the models that does actually really benefit from this detachment. However, I kind of feel...
What's the minus?
2.
2, so I'm looking for 4s.
Yeah.
I've got to save a few of them. So I save them. So
That is
that's
10
2,
damage.
4. So he's alive! He's got 2 wounds left.
Fudge.
What shot at him so far?
Schooner.
Really
I got
big-
my big dog over there.
Yeah, the other big bug can shoot out of combat, but he's -1 can shoot out of combat.
Yeah, but he's got +1 because he's been wounded,
There you go.
isn't he?
About to freeze it, isn't it?
Big dog, yeah, he's going to shoot into that, and then he's going to fire the little guns into your squad that's in combat with me.
You can try.
Actually, no, we're going to put everything into the
Yeah,
Le
okay,
Mans
cool.
Russ.
Let's get on with it then. So what are we doing first? I've got to get up.
Got places to be.
I've got to get up at 4:30 in the morning.
We've had multiple occurrences of tea time with Chris where you've talked about your hobby and what armies are good now.
Yeah. Just the one wound, actually. No minus on the Lehman
What time
Russ.
did you say you've got to get up in the morning?
4:30.
I've just thrown up in my mouth a little bit. You might as well just stay awake at this point.
Yeah. Big gun. Hits and a miss. How many? Two.
No, it's less than that. You've already done one.
Have I?
Yeah, I think so.
On what?
I don't know.
No. We're going to roll a wound. A 3. It goes through. Damn it. Should have done
Minus?
-4 on your
6s.
No. 2 d6 damage. So that's a minimum of 2 damage.
It's going to be -4. You can see the entire model, can't you?
Yes.
Well, you can't, but you can. All right. If
So-
I was being competitive, you absolutely...
3 damage
That would have been
is dead.
safe. Does he blow up?
No.
If I was being competitive, I wouldn't have this list.
We're not a competitive channel. We're just a bunch of dweebs with beards and big dongs.
Joe's allowed to play competitive, but no one else.
This isn't competitive.
Yeah, whatever.
This is terrible.
Are you done?
Combat now.
Combat and I go first.
You do get to go first. Is this your Rogue and Josh? Strength
2.
7. So 2. He's fine, everybody. He's fine. There's a fat moth. Right. Old Wibbly Jibbler over there.
4 attacks.
2 hits. 3s. 1 wound. He's so shit.
Saves.
Yeah.
Right. Fight me. Fucking dice everywhere now. Right. Oh, there. Oh, shit. Also, oh, yeah, that's cool. Oh, hello. Strength 6, so it's 5s and 6s, isn't it? So 5 -2.
Did you roll to wound?
Wounds on 2.
Oof, wounds on 2s.
Hits on 2, sorry.
So,
-2. So one goes through.
2 damage.
He's down to 8.
just a heads up, Joe,
Yeah?
because Escapades picked it up in chat.
Yeah?
Modifiers are applied after rerolls.
Are they?
So Joe's cheating again, just
It's in the
confirm.
rules commentary. I've just dug it out. I just found it. And on page 11 of the rules commentary under rerolls, lots of points. Modifiers are applied after any applicable rerolls of a dice roll have been made.
1 at -1, Joe.
1 -1. He's fine.
So if you've got a +1 a hit and you roll, it doesn't make a fucking difference.
Doesn't make any sense. You're cool. I just won't re-roll the ones that
So
hit.
if you've got a +1 a hit, right, and you roll
1 damage.
because
7.
you may re-roll failed hit rolls.
Yeah.
So if you've got a +1 a hit and you roll 2 1s, 2 2s, and 2 3s,
Yeah.
you just don't re-roll the 2s, re-roll the 1s, apply the modifier, the 2s then hit.
Yeah. So
If it's a negative modifier, though, I guess it's worse. Because if it's
no, it just says you can re-roll the hit roll. So
Yeah.
even if you know that with the modifier it's not going to hit, you just re-roll the hits.
yeah, because you don't have to re-roll failed. It's not
Yeah.
like it's set 8th edition where you roll failed hit rolls.
Yeah.
It's re-rolling hit rolls. So if it's a -1 modifier and you roll two 2s, 2 3s, 2
Yeah.
4s, you go, well, I know if I leave those 3s and don't re-roll them, they're going to miss.
Yeah,
Pick
so
them
I'm
all up
going to
and
re-roll them.
Doesn't actually make any difference.
No.
Good. Let's clarify. You apply modifiers after re-rolls.
Cool. All right. So if you know you're going to fail, you can re-roll
Hit rolls.
the hit rolls.
Yeah.
So, and if you know you're going to hit, don't re-roll them. All right.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. I'm not going to teach you to suck
Because
eggs.
you can choose to re-roll anything you want.
So I'm going to do an example now. I'm going to spend a CP. So Schooner can re-roll hits.
Yeah.
Right.
But after earlier,
He hits on
modifiers.
3s. Right. I'm -1 to
bracket,
hit because I'm bracketed.
Yeah.
I get +1 to hit.
Yeah,
So I'm back to hitting on 3s.
yeah,
Right.
yeah.
And roll the dice. I've rolled 2 2s and a 1. I know they're going to miss. So I'm going to re-roll them. And with the modifiers, I know those 3s are going to hit. So I'm not going to re-roll them.
What's the strat say? Is it to say re-roll hits or failed hits?
Well, the 2 of them missed anyway. Right.
Again, it doesn't matter because you've got plus
the
and
issue.
minus 1.
The issue with a lot of this is fast rolling as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
You can re-roll the hit roll.
Yeah, so that's why that rule is literally there's no point in doing the designers commentary because you can re-roll a hit roll.
Yeah.
If it said failed hits, it would be a problem.
Yeah.
T12.
Twos.
T12. Why was it twos?
Because you get plus 1 a wound.
You're a blagging little bastard. Go on.
That many on your inbuns. Oh, 3. So that is 3, 4, 5, 6 plus 9, 15.
Correct.
Can you remember how many wounds he was on? Because that dice has fallen.
15, I imagine.
He'd lost 4.
Yeah.
So he is dead. Because Joe's gaming and he doesn't blow.
Oh, Deathwing Duck, thank you for the 5 gifted. Something happened in chat. Way.
They're awake. Well done. Sorry, we're so boring. Thank you.
Right,
If you too want some.
right, concentrate. End of your turn.
No, it's all right then. Bring it down. I have scored
2 vehicles.
2. We'll get 5 basically
You'll get 5 yet.
Why'd you get 5?
because
Rogodon's 18 wounds.
Yeah.
Okay, what's the other one?
Defend Stronghold. I've started, so I'll finish, and I get 3 for that.
You probably will. I'm just going to put that on there now.
Um,
Cool. Into Christoph's turn. Now, he does get his 2 CP because he's still got Mr. the Lord Polar Bear.
He is still chilling beans.
And Joe's got another one up to 3. And we go from there.
Cool. So no battle shocks to be taken, and Lord Creed person has burnt the thing.
Yeah, because she still holds it, yeah?
Yeah.
So you're going to get 5 for your primary because you still hold this one here.
Yeah, I'll hold 2.
And you get 5 for burning one.
Yeah, that thing, yep. And then I will issue orders to weapon skill, because they're not in combat over there.
Can I fall back and charge? Get back in the fight. You ain't got a commissar, have you? Oh no, but he can issue a commissar.
Fucking hell, that was a journey.
What just happened? That was a roller coaster of emotions.
Commissars used to be the only ones that could issue get back in the fight, but now you can.
Cool. So
Cards,
Chris,
Chris.
them not. Oh yeah, cards.
God, sir.
That's a thing
Fall
we
out
need
of
to
combat, get back in the fight. Pok choi.
do. Cleanse. So I've got a cleanse and objective, which doesn't work because I've just burnt it, and extend battle lines, which is what, take something that you
Hold your home and hold one of no man's land.
Cool.
She just burned.
I can fucking do that.
Can she come over
She is
and
gonna-
kick Schooner right in the grill?
She is going to.
How much CP have I got, Liam?
You're on 2 now.
Have I got 1?
You're 2 now.
He's trying to figure out whether he can get
Well, I can
there.
go to the corner of the building and remain out of behind sight, but I do need to like shoot it or something.
Fat Boy does say he feels like all the missed hunter killers at the start have really screwed Chris over. Yeah, I'd agree.
What's
Probably
the
is.
OC?
Well, she can't get on it at the moment.
If you advance onto it,
then
Escapade, he says
It's
good
only give it like
clarification on the
2 or 3.
rule just being real hits and not failed hits.
she's only OC1.
It's not a problem, mate. I had to double check because I didn't know if there'd been some changes. Like it might be that the Tyranids could come out and it actually said reroll failed hits because we did previously, I think it was 8th edition, have reroll failed hits, not hit rolls.
Yeah.
And you had to do the whole maths of, well, I have to reroll it even though it would be a pass because currently it's a fail, and then I apply the modifier. So it's worth checking again just to be sure because in 9th they switched to just reroll hits and you could just pick and choose whatever you reroll and it made it so much simpler. So I just wanted to double check.
Decided to advance her.
do I Overwatch her right in the grill?
You can overwatch her if you want. Make a decision because I'm about to start rolling dice.
Well, you're going to fire a basilisk right into its nut, aren't you?
Joe, it's 20
I mean,
1 TP Overwatch.
I mean, she's not on the objective. She can't get on the objective.
I know, but I want to feel good about life.
Okay.
2011, Joe, just do it.
Fine.
Poor old Chris got up at 4:30, right? It takes time and effort looking that good.
It does.
1 hit.
Dudes.
-2.
Goes for her.
2 damage.
Oh, she's chilling on 2 beds. Right. Basilisk is going to put
Boo.
everything he owns clearly into the thing right in front of him.
Everything he owns.
Why? You get a bit testy, didn't you, when you're tired?
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Testy clay.
That's the clays.
Some of us actually have to work for a living.
I have to work for a
Do
living.
you?
Yeah. I
Yeah.
technically have to work to earn a living.
Technically, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Technically, you have a job.
Some people would call it a hobby. Others would call it nonsense. Like my mother.
Did she call it nonsense?
2
No,
at -2.
2 at -2 on Big Dog.
On Big Dog. Big Dog, Big Bar.
Here! Here! Oh, he's in trouble. Oh no. CP reroll with the foot dice.
How many
He's fine.
dice have you got going on here? Cool.
You're out of CP, Joe.
Yeah. Oh, last week. Strength?
It's the pistol from the. I think it's only strength.
He's
6.
toughness 12, so
Yeah, it's gonna be a 6 then, even way. Cool, and then there are some pistols over there to fire.
piece 2.
Pistols. So, first one is 2s. Oh, I went.
Oh,
-2.
on my big boy.
Yep.
He takes 2.
2 damage, down to 5.
He's down to 5.
And then, the other one's going to be the plasma pistols.
Pew pew. Pew pew.
Minus whatever it is. It's going to be alright.
He's fine.
He's going to be alright.
Living.
And then that will see the end of my shooting into some charging, Basilisk into Hydra.
Yes!
I've got to re-roll it. And that'll be my last CP, won't it?
Yeah, so you can't tank shock.
I've got you on 2.
Don't you give him 2.
Well, there we go. Tank shock as well then.
Yeah, tank shock him. Do it. I'm on Team Chris.
Oh.
Lovely.
Oh no.
Tank shot, Chris?
Yep, tank shock.
And they got like armored, like strength 4 armored treads.
There's 4 attacks and I think it's strength 6.
I believe in you, Chris. I believe in you.
Strength 6.
Oh!
There's
No!
a few of them.
There's 4 more wounds.
He's dead. Does Schooner explode in your face? No, poor old Schooner.
And then he'll consolidate onto that middle objective.
Yeah, you will. Look at that for plays.
And then you'll get to do your nonsense. Oh, you get
My
you get
nonsense.
to fight first over there.
With my 4 attacks. Oh, he'll hit. Oh. 1 wound.
One dead. Lord Solar.
Bonk him, Chris. Bonk him.
Toughness again of 11, isn't it? 5s and 6s. So 1 at -2. 2 damage.
Down to 3.
Horses.
Whoop. Oh, that one doesn't exist anymore, does it?
He gone.
He gone.
And then that's it. You get. Oh,
That's
you
it.
don't fight.
No, because you killed me, Chris. You murdered me.
So he's down to 3 in now. Because he took 2 more.
Yeah, down to 3.
Okay. End of your turn, Chris. You did extend battle lines.
Yeah. Limes have been
I
extended.
didn't get to cleanse.
You had to cleanse, but you did
You
extend
can't
battle
cleanse your
lines.
home reactive, they can.
No.
No.
I need to cleanse.
Which means at the end of battle round 4, 50 points Astra Militarum, 63 to Tyranids.
I need to deploy teleport Homer.
Yep.
Which I can't do. An overwhelming force.
Kill a unit on an objective.
Oh, there's a Basilisk primed ready.
I am on 2 objectives
For 10.
for 10.
Let's speed through this, Jay. I don't feel like we need to dwell. You either kill it or you don't. Kill it. There's a swan coming, Thomas.
So basically, I've earned all the points I can on primary, haven't I?
You can burn them. No, you can't do it actually because you can't hold it in your next command phase. So you're done.
So
Stick a fork in him, he's done.
this guy here is going to shoot that guy there,
Yeah. Pop sonic. Minus 1.
Hey, it's that one guy.
and then he'll shoot his little guns into Ladybeard.
What are we doing first?
Big gun, 1 hit because you haven't wounded me. 1 wound, -4.
Minus 3. Goes for it.
2d6 damage.
He's dead. He's dead. He's dead. Does he blow up? Oh.
No. I don't know if I want to fire my little squirrel gun at Lady Chops. I'm not going to, actually.
Why? Because you want to charge.
Because I want to charge. So killing her would be wrong.
So he's on an objective. That's a unit killed an objective for 3.
Yeah.
She's not on the objective.
No, but I want to charge over there and kill her because he's not holding that objective, which means that she can move on to it and hold it at the end of his turn, thus getting him 5 points.
Okay.
Big dog over there is going to fire his big dog gun
Into nothing.
into the unit he's in combat with.
It's blast, isn't it?
No? 2 shots. But I'll fire his little gun first. 6. 7, 8. Little gun.
-1.
-1, +1. So 3s. And then...
Is he -1, -1,
Twos.
+1?
3.
-1 for bracket.
Yeah.
-1, big guns every time. +1 for being a monster.
3.
Oh. What's the damage of them?
Just the 1.
3 dead.
3 dead. And then 2
like
massive guns.
Like
Bang, bang. 2s to flat murder.
There's loads of AP, isn't there?
Yeah. The first one is 6
two
dead.
more. Let's say the Krieger dead. Let's say the Krieger dead and command squad and stuff.
Right. And then
I can't even remember.
this guy here, he's going to charge her.
Yep.
He's in on an 11. And then
Just roll like.
I've got my 1 attack, my big yum attack. Reroll wound, 1 CP. I've done 3 mortal wounds to her.
Dead. Yeah.
He's gone, just ate her. Oh, I've lost some little plant things. On you go.
So I'll quickly do the. Oh,
yeah.
I'll do my combat back into Turbogun.
Yeah.
2s. 5s and 6s. 2 -2.
2 at -2. 1 goes through.
2 damage there.
It's got 1 wound left.
And there's still some
The
attacks to go in.
Tyrannifex.
Guy.
Horsey.
Horsey's
wounds,
like
no AP.
boom with
Just
his
fail this with your 1, Joe, please.
with his oof.
Yes! He gets murdered!
By the horse.
The horse bit him!
Right. Now, how many people are left in that unit?
Oh, like.
After you've lost 5.
I've just said the Krieger dead though, didn't I? So that's 6.
Right then, I need to roll a 6 now. Boom. I spent my 1 CP.
So that's the end of Joe's turn.
Yes.
Yes. You get 5 because you killed the Krieg.
Yeah.
So 3 for killing the Krieg, 3 for killing the Basilisk, but you max at 5.
Yeah.
So you're done, Joe. You finished. You scored your points.
I've finished my points, yeah.
Yeah, you're done. Mr. De Christoph.
Yep.
You scored at the end of your turn.
Yeah, well, there's not a whole lot they can do. I can go move. No, I can't, because I've said the Krieger dead. I mean, the only thing I can try to do is take that middle objective, but what's the OC of a...
I think it's 3.
Morble?
A Morble.
A Morble?
Oh.
I mean, I don't think I can even get on it anyway.
A Moloch.
You're going to get at least 5 on your primary.
Oh, I need to draw cards.
Is OC 4.
That's actually quite good.
Yeah.
So I've got Air Denial and Investigate Signals.
You're fucked.
Which one's that? Investigate Signals. That's going to corners.
Move wholly within 9 inches of the corner and do an action for 2 victory points per corner.
Okay, so I mean, I can do that because I can just move that lot.
Because he's got 12-inch moves, so he can just clip-plop over in the corner, can't he? Because that's 2 separate units now. The command,
the bodyguard's dead. Yeah, so he'll go over there to do
the
that.
action
And
PT.
They'll.
You can't area deny without killing that Warlock.
They're not going to go. Well, there's no point moving them. So it'll just go claim the one.
They'll hold that home 1.
The one Investigate Signal. I mean, I'm not going to kill the Warlock, etc. Warlock.
Yeah.
That's it.
Run at him.
So I burn. Yeah. Whatever. I get 5 bonus for the end for burning one. Or?
Yeah.
I've already put that on. Yeah. So 57 to the Astra Militarum at the end of round 5, and 78 to the Tyranids. I think you just had too many big monsters. The hunter killer missile thing at the start did really hurt.
Yeah, like you're rolling turn 1 when you fire 12 hunter killers and do no damage.
None of them done nothing.
Like was a bit.
And we said we were going to avoid bringing all the tanks.
I did say we said because I was like just bring armored sentinels, but then is that too powerful?
Because I re-roll my wound on the wound roll.
Yeah.
So I would have. Yeah.
So if you've got 6 sentinels and las cannons,
you got to throw some. You got to throw some big monsters. I got to throw a couple of extra tanks down compared to normal because they're dropping points.
I mean,
I've got more infantry and chimeras than I'll normally play, as I've been doing
and
Sentinel heavy, etc. recently. But
if you really think about the list you took, Chris, it's kind of an all-rounded list, and then you took it, you take into a skew monster list.
Yeah.
It's kind of harder to beat.
But we got to put a show on.
We have. I think it's fun.
I like the Crusher Stampede.
Okay.
But
big butts.
Big butts.
Don't lie.
The Tyranids with the big guns are okay in this detachment, but we did discover that when you got them at the back not being shot, they don't get the bonus.
Yeah.
And like the Morlock didn't get a bonus.
Yeah, because you've got everything charging forwards, which is more a priority of a shooty.
Yeah. So
the thing is, the Tyranids, I still think the Flame is better, which also makes the first part of Crusher Stampede pointless.
Yeah, because the reason we used the big gun was to show off what Crusher Stampede can do. Because if you take the Flamer and your opponent never half wounds you, then you get
were
nothing.
right what you said, and Chris to some extent did it quite efficiently. If you start focusing on a monster, it dies.
Yeah.
And then you're like, well, I'll never get any of my bonuses because you just got that monster's dead.
I think out of all of the detachments, it goes Vanguard, and then if I gone the Invasion Swarm, which is the bog standard one that was the indexes, if you go against a guard player, you go, cool, I'm going to take lethal hits against vehicles, and when you've got that detachment, you can't re-roll hits in combat, but you can give your units 5-up feel no pain. You can give them fight on death.
It's a good all-rounded detachment.
Yeah, it's really good.
I think going against guard like in the future, you're still going to only see. I say only see. You're still going to see 2 big list builds, and that's going to be probably 3 Basilisk parts at the back. People probably won't take Manticores so much now at 150 points, and then all the Earthshaker guns have gone up as well, and the Medusa carriage has gone up. Yeah. But you're going to see more Lehman Russes, more of whatever chassis.
I want to see more Lehman
You're going to see more Rogel Dawns at 260 because I do think like 2 or 3 with an engine here have got some play because you've got Lord Soda's redeploy, so you put all 3 of them right on the starting line, find out you haven't got first turn and go, well, they're now going to go behind cover.
That Dawn did some work, mate.
He is very... So without the engines here, he never does nothing. But with the engines here, he does a whole lot of stuff. Do you take toughness 12, being a blatant, you just save that one like I did. You're not happening.
Do you take another tech priest though? If you get
the tech priests are only 45 points.
Yeah, cheap.
Really?
Yeah, really cheap.
45
and they
points.
get lone operative when they're 3 inches from a vehicle, and the Rogel Dawn kind of parks somewhere and goes pow pow pow, and you only move it as far as the.
And if it takes damage, he heals it.
Yeah, D3.
So yeah, 45 points to hit basically.
I've already ordered my second engines here, and then I'll kit bash a third engines here.
Yeah. So I need to drop us something quickly. Fear the Darks in chat said, how does Deadly Demise work with the new Mortal Wound rules? You just explode for 6 mortal wounds and just kill 1 pure guardsman. No. So the changes to the rules aren't new mortal wound rolls. Mortal wounds still exist. Mortal wounds are still exactly the same. The change specifically is to devastating wounds, and devastating wounds no longer do mortal wounds. Devastating wounds now just flat damage that ignore armor and invulnerable saves. So mortal wounds from Deadly Demise are unaffected by the changes to the rules, and mortal wounds that are done from anything else are unaffected from the changes to the rules. It's only devastating wounds that are no longer mortals, and so therefore damage doesn't spill over.
But you get feel no pains against the devastating wound rule as it is?
You still get... Yes, if you have a standard feel no pain, you will still get feel no pain against devastating wounds because it's not a saving throw. Hence, Joe couldn't use the reroll earlier. Yeah. If your feel no pain is against mortal wounds, you will no longer get it against devastating wounds.
So I thought to point out, because I've seen some arguing online today of people going, well, feel no pain is a saving throw. Well, it's not.
No, it's
a separate ability.
It's a damage mitigation roll. Yeah. It's not a saving throw.
So just to clarify for the people.
Yeah, it's different. Yeah. And then Trout, thank you for the 5. I bought the Cities of Sigmar box last night. You didn't talk me out of it. Well, I wouldn't because it's fucking beautiful.
It's beautiful.
I was like, I don't care about Cities of Sigmar. Not really bothered by the model ranges. Then I was stood in Games Workshop with a box in my hand. I was like, oh. They're so. And what's great about
you would have had a wet dream at the Bring and Buy recently because there was a man with some old school models. Yeah. And he was selling them real cheap. Yeah. But he had like the Legion of the Damned old metal models. And I mean, on eBay, like some of them were selling for like 35 a model, but he was selling them for about $5 a model. Jeez. But he had like an entire old school Games Workshop carry case full of them. I was really tempted to buy them because of the generosity of an individual who brought the bulk of my orcs. And,
I think like.
But then I'm going down another rabbit hole of another army, and that's what I'm not trying to achieve.
Do it.
I've got my free.
Do it.
I'm happy.
And if you think about buying Cities of Sigmar, do it because they're beautiful and they play just like Guard. just like Guard.
That would mean I have to learn.
Because basically, you have blocks of infantry and blocks of cavalry, and then you have officers on foot, on horses, that then issue orders to the respective units.
Took me long enough to learn 40k.
And they get tanks.
Took me long enough to learn 40k and not learn another game system.
Horses.
If I do, it's bolt action.
I'd like to play Old World, but we'll see what they do with the models and stuff.
Oh, that Enchantress on the unicorn.
Oh, the new Lord Solar.
Beautiful model. Beautiful.
Horse on roids.
Yeah.
Cool. Right, well, you guys are amazing.
Yeah. My feet hurt now. Being in bare feet, they're well sweaty.
But they were less hot than they would have been
I
in
look
socks.
forward to fighting my way into my socks before I drive home.
You've got to wear the... I'm not going to say that because it's illegal now. I'm driving again. Bare fill of flip-flop.
It's cool to see Guard that's not the Valhallans for a change as well. It's nice to see Paddy's painting. It's fucking beautiful. And I know a lot of it you've done as well, Chris, so well done, because it doesn't... I can't really tell what's what.
Yeah.
Top job.
That's all shit on Joe's painting.
Well, yeah, because mine's got edge highlighting.
What do you mean shit on Joe's painting? I'm saying what you're painting.
It's nice
Joe's got finished painting to be
not
shot on.
Valhalla.
Well, no, because it's just nice to see a different take on Guard.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Hello. It's fine.
At least I can take my Guard to a Games Workshop event, etc.
That is a fact.
It's true.
Yeah, I can't take my models to a
Yeah.
Games Workshop event. I can take my army to a Games Workshop event as long as I don't take any infantry, or if the infantry I do take only has Games Workshop female and male heads without hats.
It's the end of our Tyranid games for the launch week, at least.
Yeah.
How are you feeling about Codex Tyranids on the whole?
I think it's a really good, well-rounded, balanced, but not broken army. They're not too powerful. They're not incredibly weak. You've got different play styles that suit different people. If you want to run big bugs, you can run big bugs. And you get bonuses for running big bugs. If you want to run more of a swarm, you can run a swarm, and you get bonuses for running a swarm. I think it's what
I think normally each one of them still lends into something that one of the other armies that hasn't it's still an index does.
Yeah.
So people are still building this against Chaos Knights and Imperial Knights. So you're all right against big bugs. People are still building against kind of that Necron horde and whatever else. So we're still all right. Like, you know, you're not gonna. You might have to think and do a little bit more work to beat some of it, but it shouldn't change the non-index army builds too much, other than changes that have come today from the DATASLATE.
In 2,000 points, I had 11 models. Right, 11 models, 3 of them which were Tyrant.
Which also shows how much points have gone up since 9th edition, because I run that Monster Mash last year in 9th edition, where I think I had 6.
Yeah.
6 Carnifex, 2 or 3 Screamer Killers, 2 Server.
Well, yeah, when in 9th edition,
Flyrant.
Yeah, in 9th edition, I had Swarm Lord, Flyrant, 2 Tyrannofexes, 6 Carnifexes, Tyrant Guard.
So not only are their points going up, their price has gone up,
and
we've got less models on the table.
Yeah,
cool
business. But no, I think the book's really good, and it's a real, as we said before, it's a real good sign of what's to come in the future.
So. Positive. I think so. Yeah. I think if every codex kind of hits the same marks, I'd be quite happy on the whole. Cool. Okay. Well, thank you to you. You're both amazing. Thank you to everybody who super chatted tonight. You guys are amazing. Don't forget, 10% of it will be donated to Models for Heroes. Thank you for the support. Thank you to all the gifted and new members. 111 in the end.
111.
You people are all incredible. Tomorrow night, 9:30 is 40k After Dark, where we'll sit in the hot and drink mead and get pissed. Probably end up terribly hungover because it's too hot and we'll all be dehydrated.
Yeah. Can we play Call of Duty next week?
And if it's cool enough, yes. If my office still sits at 33, 34 degrees, not a fucking chance.
Okay.
And
it's supposed to rain next week.
We're going to talk about things that lasted longer than the 10th edition core rulebook.
Eddie in bed.
How long Joe wears one pair of pants.
Tamsin wasn't complaining.
He is small enough to hide as well.
Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next one.
Bye, have a wonderful time.